Hello everyone and welcome to Pubg Mobile South Asia Scrims Season 3. My name is Roshan Sharma and so far the games have been amazing, but well, so far the intensity has increased. And to talk about that and to talk about a lot of things, I have a very good analyst right by my side. I'm talking about Varun, I, Super John and John. We'll be discussing about a lot of things and talking about starting off from where we left off yesterday, the final game.
Well, the final game was pretty intense, and the difference between the first and the second position is pretty massive as well. The sad part arises that the team on the first position just has one more game left. And that is going to be a tricky situation to deal with, because you play one game and then you're going to be sitting out of the rest of them, and that's going to give the other teams opportunity to climb back and to challenge the position. Also, things get a lot more interesting because there is this one team called Venom Legends who have somehow managed to sneak their way into the top 5, the top 6 with just, I think they were sitting at 10 or 11 games played yesterday by the end of the day.
Yeah, they were sitting at 10 or 11 games, but now it comes out, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
They were slow, but they were steady. They are quite near the final line of the race, but we'll see if that happens today or if that does not happen today, depending on the way the maps will be shuffling up, the way the players will be shuffling up their mentalities. They have to go aggressive, they have to go passive. What are your thoughts on the final day? How should the players be?
I think they should be aggressive indeed, and you have practiced for 3 days, you have figured out your mistakes. It is going to be time to put it to the test now.
Exactly, because there is a massive prize pool out here as we are discussing, as we are talking about the stuff. And as we can see, $4,000 is the weekly prize pool. Alongside that, first place actually gets 2,500, then second place gets 1,000, the third one gets 500.
Yeah, so the prize pool is going to be pretty interesting. But talking about things to keep in mind, I think there are going to be these few specific teams that we are going to look out for. One of them, I said, Venom Legends is going to be there. Then there's going to be DRS Gaming. But there's this one team that on day one, well, they bombed really hard. Day 1 and 2, they were not performing. But day 3, yesterday, they had an amazing performance. Got 2 chicken dinners back-to-back, and I'm talking about Team ElementriX. One of the biggest names in South Asia, were failing to perform for a long time, but yesterday they stepped up like the veterans they are, and I would love to see them in the same form today as well.
I would say thanks, but they did actually pump them up, if anything, if you're talking about it. But then let's have a look at the new things as we talk about, the new point system. First position gets 15, second gets 12, third gets 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, till the 7th position, 8 to 12 gets 1, and 13 to 16, I'm really sorry.
Well, you are going to be sorry about the teams on the 13th to 16th position because they get 0 points. That's nil, nada. But along with that, I think that remains the same if you compare this new point system to the previous one, is going to be the fact that for every single kill, you still get 1 point. So that is going to make things a lot more interesting, since yesterday, the day before and the day number 1 of the PMPL Scrims, we noticed teams get a lot more aggressive with the new system. Let's have a look at the squads as well and see the teams that are going to be playing and the groups that are going to be playing as well. So Group A comes in with CZxHIGHVOLTAGE, Stalwart Esports, FutureStation and R3D Esports. Moving things forward with Group B, there's going to be Team T2KSG, PAINxELMT, then we have INES and Venom Legends in Group B. Moving forward, Group C, it is also going to have a little set of interesting teams like Team Bablu, JyanMaara is going to be the A1 Esports and DEADEYES guy.
Yeah, well, these names have been amazing, but then Group D was a group, where the champions were there. I mean, champions for the Scrims so far. I mean, DRS Gaming, they had an amazing feat if you're talking about the first positions for them. Assiduous Esports, a good comeback coming up. 247 had a really good thing for themselves, and Abrupt Slayers. Group E has 7 Esports, CZxHIGHVOLTAGE Esports, and then PN Crew and ElementriX. Again, ElementriX, a team that is just rising, and rising.
Yeah, they are rising really fast. Let's have a look at the schedule for the day as well as we start things off with Miramar. Game number 2 is going to be Erangel. Match number 3 is going to be played on Sanhok. Then we have another Miramar, and things end on Vikendi today.
Well, things end on Vikendi, so it's not like, what goes around comes around. Nope, we are not going for the Erangel to Erangel thing. We are going for random to random thing. That also, increases one thing amongst the players. What's going to happen? Because they don't have their, I would say, home ground to showcase a talent. It's that cold ground to showcase your talent. That's one thing. But then 2 Miramars means slow paces might end up in mental fatigue.
Well, definitely. That is going to be a possibility, and I think that's going to be one thing that everyone's going to be watching out for. How what's going to be the best pace to play those Miramar games, because even the circle is going to start to throw things off a little bit, and we talked about this as well. Rotations are going to be quite critical on those maps like Vikendi and Miramar, wherein if you go for a slow rotation, you might be, if you are on Vikendi, if you go for a slow rotation towards the mid-game stages, you're going to be caught off guard, because well, the teams are going to be guarding those stronghold houses and those compounds for themselves. If you are on Miramar, you go for late rotations. First of all, there's going to be the distance between you and the circle. That's going to be brutal. Other than that, if you end up getting caught off guard, you're going to be out in the open, quite exposed, and you're going to be taken out.
That's totally true. But well, see, we were talking about, top 5 teams, the teams that are in top 5 right now, right? But then I want to ask you, what does it take for them to be in top 3? Because top 3 is where the prize pool comes up.
Yeah, top 3, I think definitely need to come up with consistent performances.
Let's change a bit.
Yeah.
Top 7 to top 3.
Top 7, I mean, we still have these teams who failed to perform 2 whole days, then they got 3 chicken dinners and are right now, in fact, in the top 7. Things like that do happen, but then there are teams like Team Bablu as well. 0 chicken dinners, still some are managing to stay in the top 5. Consistency is going to be important. The thing that separates, the thing that makes Team Bablu special is going to be the fact that somehow they've changed their playstyle, and we were quite critical of them, like, all right, this team is really aggressive. Why are they slowing down? Why are they being a little bit more passive? But that works out. Team without any chicken dinner finishing in the top 5, that's going to be a good thing. If you work on that a little bit, and that is when the team consistently finishes in the top 4, in the top 5. If a team like that somehow manages to figure out how to close out the games and get those chicken dinner performances, they're definitely going to be finishing in the top 3.
Yeah, that's totally true. I mean, it's by the end of the day, the most important thing is you have to be in top 3, because if you are there, you're winning the scrims, plus you're winning the mentality as well. Like, you came here for a reason, that is to dominate. Obviously, after this, when PMPL starts, players will be much more ready with a lot of things, because now they kind of will be having a basic idea of 2-3 things.
Yeah.
They have the basic idea of the point system, the basic idea of how to, see through everything of their opponents, because previously they'll be like, yeah, we need this team's drop location, that team's, but now you had scrims, you have each other's drop locations, you can go on the stream and check it out and all those things. So those things kind of combine, do you think like it will be giving each and every team kind of an advantage?
I definitely think so. The advantage is definitely going to be there, but not right now. It's going to be in the PMPL. And the advantage is only going to come if you have done your homework. If you have gone back after the scrims are over, gone over the footage of every single map, kept an eye on every single team, spotted out their drop location, spotted out the team fights, and figured out who is the initial engager, who is the guy on the back lines, who the team relies upon, who is that one player from an individual team who can be caught completely off guard. If you catch him in a fight, you know he's going to be all alone and you can exploit him. So things like that need to be monitored.
Yeah, that's totally true. That's totally true. But then let's head into the game to see what the action calls up for. As we can see, the map of Miramar is out here, and CZ Scooney was on the screen. He is on the plane. It's his plane, but can he just outshine it with everyone? Till El Pozo is where the flight path's going. Ruins is just touching up. So do you think Ruins is a potential place right now?
I don't think so. I definitely don't think so.
No
I mean, there are teams that try to go and drop towards the ruins area, but that doesn't always work out, right? And this plane path, I think it's going to be troublesome to the teams that like to drop towards the northwestern side of the map, be it towards Junkyard, be it towards Water Treatment, Cruz del Valle, Bronca. Even though those places, LSR as well, even though those places are not utilized as much as they could be, if any teams decide, all right, this time we can try and start from there, this is not going to work out for them. But other than that, most of the teams are going to be quite comfortable. We do see JyanMaara heading towards Puerto Palacio. INES is going to take over the Impala City. Then there is going to be a huge cluster dropping towards the Los Leones area. T2K have an interesting drop as well. They're dropping to the mountains that are on the southern side of the Los Leones.
Yeah, so each and every team, as you can see, are just moving from here and there. But Los Leones kind of seems like a bit of a crowded area. Now we'll have to see where the circle goes. If the circle goes north, then the teams will have to rotate north, and that's where a few teams will have to be a challenge. But the circle stays center with San Martin quite alongside the what do you call it? The hill under San Martin area is quite at the central location for the circle. So this kind of looks good. You can play around those ridges, play around those hilly areas to the south side of San Martin, and you will be good. So as of now, you can say like 90% of the teams are inside the zone. It's just 2-3 teams that are actually outside the zone. They will be playing for the rotations. We'll have to see where the rotations come up. But slowly and steadily, we can hear some gunshots. That means somewhere down the line, fights are starting.
Yeah, the fights have started indeed, and this center circle I think is going to give us a sort of a moderate-paced game of Miramar. Most of the teams are already going to be in there, so not much incentive for anyone to actually try and push in and fight it out. Other than that, there's this one team that has already started taking the fight. It's going to be Stalwart with Morte being taken down by Poison, and he's going to be finished off as well. The UMP action in the early stages of Miramar, well, it can be pretty deadly because if your opponent does not have a weapon, you can basically take them out with anything that you have in hand. Poison, he has a UMP, he has a shotgun, is going to try and find a better weapon, a weapon that's going to be suited to the terrain of Miramar. That's going to be the mid to long range battles mostly. So having an assault rifle, a UMP might work for him close to mid range, but long range battles are definitely not something Poison is looking out for right now.
Yeah, long-range battles is not what he will be looking out for. But look at Blade. I mean, the guy has literally nothing. He is actually, you know, just running on a blade, if you're talking about it. And let's see if he actually gets some good loot and then takes up a fight if he wants to pick up a fight. But right now, as we can see, other players from the team, you can see Monte was taken down, but on the other side, Kashif is here. He has M4 for himself as he is using it, and a booth on the other side, as you can see from team sides. I mean, this team has done wonders, not in just, you know, one game or two game, but a proper, if you're talking about the region-wise, they actually dominated PMCO Pakistan, so I'll be expecting much more from them on the final day today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, expectations are definitely going to be there, and Fixes also talked about it yesterday. I mean, champions of PMCO Pakistan, and sites, there are a lot of expectations from the other teams, from the fans as well, from us as well, but they have sort of failed to show up a little bit. There are these few moments of awesomeness from their end, but the consistency is what they are lacking. And that is one thing that, I mean, I'm waiting for the PMPL to actually start, the league to actually get started. Because this was one team that, I mean, you were there as well. You watched the matches as well.
Yeah.
Neither of us, like the three of us, never saw them coming, and neither did the rest of the teams. They were slow, steady with their growth. That by the time we realized where sites were, they were already sitting within the top three.
Yeah, and that you know, created a lot of difference. Not even just difference, I would say. That kind of created panic among the other teams. That what just happened? How did one team that was, you know, not in the books as of now, just rose in China and just headlined the books?
I mean, they don't make flashy plays, man. They don't make flashy plays. They aren't. You aren't going to see them. You aren't going to see the individual players go for the clutches. You aren't going to see the team make an aggressive 4v4 push or try and initiate a fight. They go for the textbook play. As you say, the four pillars, they land perfectly, they loot perfectly, they don't rush. Well, the third pillar is almost gone, but they survive.
I mean, they don't rush, but then if it's a timing, like, you know, if you need to rush just inside the zone, they rush to the zone.
They rush to the zone. That's one place where they rush, and they rush it perfectly.
Yeah.
But FutureStation right now on our screens, Tamim, along with his teammates, quite close by, so they need to figure out a way to step up as well, because we were talking about this yesterday again, that some of the biggest names you've seen in South Asia and in the scrims, I mean, playing together again after a long time inside the scrims, are still trying to figure out who their opponents exactly are and what sort of play style their opponents can bring. Otherwise, I mean, talking about bad ref, you know these guys know how to pop off, but I guess it's going to be Season who's going to be popping off right now.
Yeah, the season's off right now. It's not. it's done. But Kashif is low on HP. I mean, no. Mr. Boro would have been taken down as well. He was cooking up a good nade, but he did not even cancel it. He had to throw it on some other direction. Kashif is out there. Does Kashif not have a first aid? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to loot it from the crate, but look at Kashif, still just sitting out there. I think he's good with bandages or something. Oh no, he is popping up. Yeah, he's popping up those bandages, but a good grenade actually takes him down back to 10 HP. That means he'll have to think of it once again, but Mr. Boro will be moving forward, because in Mr. Boro's mind, Kashif might have already used up a first aid, but no one knows that Kashif has none. He does not have a first aid. He's just popping up those bandages. That's actually taking much more time. Now, we'll have to see what Mr. Boro does if he spots one. And I think now he does. He spotted him. He is out in the open. Mr. Boro has a good cover for himself. Might take one down. And yes, it is. This is what happens. You get one. You take one. But now Mr. Boro has to move forward. 4x on his gun. Will this 4x be good for the close range? I don't think so. Mr. Boro, but he's doing really good. What's going to happen? Mr. Boro goes down. He opened up the ADS probably. And that thing actually took him down.
I think he ran out of bullets over there. Because he stopped shooting. He juked from the left first of the rock from his perspective.
He might have had this fight.
Yeah, he might have had this fight. But Sandesh is there in the backlines with a barrel in his hand, so he might be able to turn things around. Needs to be careful. He's positioned himself perfectly to deny the line of fire to the other players of Stalwart. But Malik behind the rock is going to heal up. If Sandesh goes for the revive, he needs to be careful. Spots out Malik, goes for the shots on the corner of the rock or right on the edge. But now, behind this bush is where the revive is going to come in. 7 seconds on the revive. Is it gonna happen, or is Malik gonna come down? Sandesh, you're looking in the wrong direction, but you need to keep an eye out on Malik. And if he keeps looking in that direction, I think one nade from Malik or this aggressive push might just do the trick. He dishes out the damage. Sandesh is gonna be taken down. Mr. Boro, he's healed up again, trying to take the fight. Malik on 50% HP. Both the players quite low. Goes for the jump shots, misses the opportunity, and once again runs out of shots. Mr. Boro is gonna be taken down. Malik in an amazing 1v2.
Malik did impressive out here. Now he just has one final first. And obviously, the boosters will do the job. But that is going to happen slowly and steadily. But Malik, he does not want to boost right now. He wants to take one more down. Has spotted one. Malik is doing immense damage again, trying to go for it. But another one coming up. And look at this. Malik takes them all.
Yeah, a 1v3 coming in from Malik. First took down Mr. Boro. He got a revive. Didn't matter. Took down Mr. Boro again and Sandesh with him. The last player was, I don't know what he was doing with the vehicle, just coming in their direction and coming in the line of fire. Got spotted quite easily out. Malik was like, all right, 3 easy kills. I'll take them. 3 points coming in the way for the entire team. But now, T2K, even they have secured 1 kill for themselves. They've caught up to an isolated player from the opponents, spotted him out and finished him off.
That's totally true. I mean, had he ran away, that would have been a different situation. But look at this. Look at the balance. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Look at the airdrop. It's just there. It's just, it's not falling down. It's
perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
That's what I said.
Thanos is going to be happy.
If he's alive, though, right? Well, A1 Esports.
I don't know. Did anyone go for the head? Malik did.
Malik did. We were talking about it. Well, Sinister's here. He has to move forward. I mean, he has a good ridge for himself, but the ridge is quite open. He is looking forward, but from the back-end side is something where it can happen. Aussie. All right. So I want to ask you, what should be the mentality of these teams, you know, for the final day? Because we talk about the sloth zones. The slow zones. Do you think we'll see much more slow zones because every team will try to play much more cautiously or something?
I don't know. I don't think caution is going to be one of the things that's going to be on anyone's mind right now. With the way this match has been going, like, look at that. R3D out in the open. We have Jimmy from PAINxELMT. He's distracted them all in one single direction, and the rest of the team is wrapping behind them. They don't care about safety. They want to take this fight somehow. They want to figure out the most efficient and the fastest way you can finish off an entire squad in this map of Miramar. And the wraparound is definitely one of those things. But the disadvantage lies in the fact that if you get third parties, there is not going to be a support. Plus, if the main player who's the focus of attention for your opponents, if he gets taken out, you lose out on that one individual player in just a matter of seconds, and then the fight completely turns around on you. So it's a high risk, high reward situation. But Shaw, his vehicle is going to be blown up. He is still going to survive, barely with any HP. The players of R3D need to step up, and they need to take down one of the players from PAINxELMT. They've taken out Jimmy of the fight based on how low he is. Shaw has healed up to 75% HP again. The smokes are being popped by the players of R3D, but they need to be a little bit more proactive and take on these spread out players of Element.
R3D needs to change everything they did so far. I mean, their games went not that much on point, but another one now. Walker goes down. R3D again in a lot of troubles. Like PAINxELMT is actually in their element, giving pain to R3D. They have to check up each and every corner. Envy moving forward. PAINxELMT Envy just rushing in because he knows he can take them down. AKM in his hands. Has to see left. Spots one. Can he take him down? No, no, no. Yes, he does. Oh my God. This guy did not even have a gun in his hand when they started shooting, but this guy has swapped up one gun. took him down with the help though, but that was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Another squad wipe coming in so early on in this matchup. Quite an impressive performance. So R3D have also been taken down on the 15th position. And as you were saying, Envy, he reacted the slowest possible way you could in that fight, and still actually managed to finish them off. And I guess he was just the distraction. His teammates were also firing the shots from the backlines, but now we have high voltage Aussie. They've spotted out one of the squads in front of them. The sad part for them is going to be the fact that they've lost out on the teammate as well, so they're not a 4-man squad anymore. They're a 3-man squad as Cooney has been taken out.
Yeah, they are a 3-man squad. I mean, Cooney, he was taken out in the earlier stages of the game as we speak. Power grid and a powerful gun. Groza. With a powerful mag, I mean, you get 40 instead of 30, so that I would say is a win-win situation alongside the power grid area.
Yeah, definitely. And most of the teams right now have clustered towards the power grid and the Picado area. There's still the squad of DEADEYES guy towards San Martin. I don't think they're going to be happy about it, but the circle, it moves towards the northwestern part of the previous circle. So Graveyard right now is going to be the center, and Stalwart are going to be the happiest squad in this match.
They are for sure happiest squad in this match if you're talking about it. But look at this, the situation that's happening. Bablu Modu is here, and Team Bablu, now they are once again with 4 players, but one of them goes down. Tyrant is down out here as we can see, so he kind of needs a revive. He needs a start. He will be getting it no matter what happens right now because Modu's out there. But with the situations that are happening, I mean, he has to move forward. If he does, let's see how that movement comes out, because 500 plus meters inside the zone is something they need.
Yeah, they definitely do need it, but now Motu, Danny, Tyrant, Pikachu, what can these players pull off in this matchup? They have a good standing in the overall leaderboard, but in order to be inside of the top 3, in order to win on the leaderboard, they're definitely going to need that chicken dinner performance. It's going to be really hard to do that without any chicken dinners. They've been consistently getting good points in every single game, but until the point they figure out how to finish out a game with a chicken dinner, it is not going to work out. Blah, blah, blah from the squad of ElementriX. Being a little too over-aggressive is going to get punished by the players of Venom Legends, since our entire team is behind them. We do see Sonim trying to climb over the ridge and trying to spot out the players of Venom Legends, but that's going to be a risky decision.
A very risky. Look at this. Venom Legends versus ElementriX. 2 teams that just started, you know, their amazing gameplays are right next to each other. If one of them goes down, we kind of may think of it as a statement. So ElementriX knows that they don't need any part of this fight. They are just moving forward. Plus, they had they had just one ridge that would just give them a forward cover, not the sidelines cover. That's where Venom Legends kind of won the mental fight. We'll see what happens as it goes down to a gunfight. But right now, wait, what? They spotted each other, and the PAINxELMT players just started moving forward. But no, now Rohan comes in. Memo goes down. Pia, on the other hand, has to spot each and every corner, and there it is. One more person going forward and being taken down. Now it comes down to one final player of PAINxELMT, who is on the other side. It's Rohan. Let's see if Smokey does something, because Smokey is just pulling up his bandages right now, but now he's trying to spot the players, going for a smoke so that he can actually save one of his friends. Bablu Pikachu goes down on the other hand, but PAINxELMT's players are slowly and steadily being eaten out alive as Rohan is still on the other side figuring out of a plan B.
Yeah, he has to come up with a plan B and a C already, because his teammates are not going to get a revive. These players of PAINxELMT are just going to be finished in just a matter of seconds. And, well, as soon as they get finished, 7 Cs is going to be there. Tyrant with a nade being thrown is going to be tossed in the house. No damage being given out. They have lost out on Pikachu, so it's a 3 versus 3 situation against the players of High Voltage. Plus, they have to worry about the squad of sites in the distance as well. But Tyrant, that amazing spray, the precision is going to come in and drops out Phobia from the squad of sites. Venom Legends, they climb up on top of ElementriX and take out Sunim in an instant. The knock and the finish is going to come in one after the other. And Sites Ghost is going to make sure that Assassin from the squad of CZ is not going to be a part of the fight, and it's not going to be a troublesome situation for them. Sites and High Voltage, they are taking the fight against each other. Ghost has been spotted out and finished it off. Now it's going to be Razur in a 1 versus 2 situation. Spots out the man climbing the stairs, but is not going to be able to do anything about Ozzy, and he is going to be finished off. Now CZ High Voltage are left with a 2-man squad in the series, and it is going to be Team Bablu with a 3-man roster that are going to be charging in on them. It is going to be a 2 versus 3 for the retake inside the small 1-story house. They've spotted him out. Tyrant knows the position of Havok and Can they go for the finish? I think they could go for Aussie first and then finish off his teammate on the ground floor.
They went for it, and now they're just moving forward with it. Oh, there was a gas can. There was a gas can. Boom comes it up. But now, let's see what Moru does, as he has to spot one player. Tyron needs a revive as well. Plus, Tyron did not have a helmet, but, well, he went down by a gas can. Let's see what happens as Aussie's out here. Aussie drops down for himself. Might take one more down. 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. Aussie, look your right. Watch your right, because there's the player. Let's see what happens as Aussie has 20 bullets. He's moving forward, but on the other side, Team Bablu's players, they also have to look forward for each and everything. Meanwhile, ElementriX gets eliminated as INES takes them down. But no, Aussie, what are you doing? He's confirming kills, but can he confirm this fight for one and forever in this Miramar area as 1-1 player just falls down, and now it's just 1 versus 1. Aussie might have been overcommitting a bit, but now what's happening? Jump shot and stays in the air with the crate falling down as Bablu Moru saves the day.
Yeah, saves the day, but loses out on one more teammate, so the revive needs to come in now on the other lad, and they need to go for it. In the meanwhile, INES, they take an exit as well. So we are 17 minutes into this game, and already down to 10 teams, 32 players. T2K, they are going to be moving in. It's just 2 more players surviving from the lineup, and that is going to be a troublesome situation. Plus, this bus is smoking, so a few more shots, and this man, Venom from the squad of T2K, is going to be blown up.
That's true, and look at this. Some shots did arrive, and there is fire. There is fire. There's fire on this van. I mean, the van is literally a hot dog right now. Let's see what happens when they park it up. Bablu Dani, on the other hand, another one bites the dust, so it's down to one final player of Team Bablu who is not looking much strong. Plus, the buggy is being damaged by A1 Esports' Sinister. If you're talking about it, and A1 Esports is looking really good. They have 2 kills for themselves, might be taking up more as of now. 4 Circle is out here. It does not feel like it's a slow game right now. Miramar is supposed to be a bit slow, but Miramar, the way these players, these incredible talents are playing it, it's looking like a really, really good game.
Hey man, I told you this is not going to be a slow one, especially for the Circle. This is going to be an average game, and this is what an average game of Miramar looks like. You have those fights happening, constantly happening, but the rotations are going to happen on the other few places where the clusters have been emptied out. Right now, FutureStation, Bad Rev, has spotted out a few of the players. A1 Esports is down there, and Venom Legends are also going to be in the line of sight. Spots another player, goes for the shots with the 6x, is going to manage to connect onto Tron. Bad Rev getting a knock. Can he get the finish as well? Go for the burst, man. Go for the small burst, and you will be able to get the hit. He has gotten his opponents really low, but isn't going to be able to secure the point and finish him off. So, a good initiation of the fight, but a bad conversion to the finish.
A very bad conversion to the finish, but, well, after that, you see, look at this, 25 plus seconds, and then the 5th zone kind of starts. Alright, so Bucky was kind of doing a stoppy while moving, I would say. So, not the best of the vehicles to be used in... Yeah, just exactly what I was saying. Not the best of the vehicles to be used in Miramar, because Buggy is, you know, the roads are, I would say the roads are flat, but the curves and the ridges are not. So that's where the things kind of, you know, just become challenging for you.
Well, things are always going to be challenging, especially when you're exposed and someone can spot your head out easily.
This vehicle can just straight up climb the mountains, you know.
We have seen that. Also, the 4th airdrop coming in with the AWM, the tact stock for the rifle. So the brick green cannon is going to be there. Bablu Moru is going to be taken out. Team Bablu, they take an exit on the 10th position. Quite an unfortunate incident for them. But we're down to 19, 26 players alive in this match. And FutureStation still 4-man strong. They're going to try and approach this fight against the players of 7. But in the meanwhile, Stalwart Esports, they take on A1 Esports and they wipe them out of this game. Man, Malik, that man is not stopping. His name is constantly there on the kill feed, some way or the other.
Somewhere or the other, that's, well, one of the things. But look at this, T2K gets eliminated as we were discussing the stuff, and we are down to 17th, but vehicles are arriving from here to there. FutureStation might be in a bit of trouble. 7Cs might be in a bit of trouble as Memo has been spotted. Memo needs to give them a memo of death as he is doing. Malik takes down one from his own self. Now the total destruction coming up with throwables, as one good throwable might just take down either Tamim or Memo if there is a jump nade. PAINxELMT gets eliminated. We are down to 6 teams already in the 5th zone. Steeljaw, on the other hand, Steeljaw also goes down. Venom Legends gets eliminated. 5 teams. 5th circle already.
Yeah, 21 minutes and down to 5 teams, 15 players. on Miramar, out of all things. Imagine that. And we have a Vikendi 2 Ocean. Our expectations are, I mean, my expectations
probably no heal
really
battle
good.
today.
No heal battle. We have not seen a heal battle so far in the scrims.
Yeah, that's true. But well, have a look at this. 21 plus minutes into the game. Let's just create that hype because we have the final 5 teams in right in front of us. 14 players alive. FS is looking really good. On the other side, 7Cs. The players needs revive. Memo needs a revive. He's just out there. 44 plus seconds. 44, less than 44 seconds now as we speak. And then they have to move inside the circle. The circle will be acquiring a few teams slowly and steadily as we speak. Now, we'll see how the fight goes.
Yeah, we're going to see the fights, in fact, as we do have Samir from VTNxJyanMaara in the distance. We do see him along with the players of Stalwart Esports in front of our eyes, though it's going to be the players of 7Cs. Memo is going to be taken down, and the finish is going to be there for the players of FutureStation. This fight is going to decide who's going to be the winner of this matchup. But how can we ignore the lads who have outperformed everyone else? Look at that DEADEYES guy right behind them in the distance. Oh, Fear is going to take some damage, and he's going to fall down really low, but his teammate is right next to him. He needs to heal up. So the damage, the bullets are coming in from the players of Stalwart.
Yeah, but Malik goes down from Stalwart, and another one. Blade goes down this time on top, sir. This time not on top, but still is trying. He's trying to take his van on top of that mini ridge. If you have to talk about it, 12 people remaining. Now the fights become intense because now everything is down to those final movements as the players are moving. Circle's important, but look at this. Where he is going, STE will be right behind them. They are ramming the vehicle alongside ST. No one knows. No. On the other side, Tamim is taking shots on the players, and on top, sir, goes down thanks to steal shot. Revenge taken 100, but Kashyap on the other hand is trying to steal that kill.
Yeah, he's going to try and steal that kill, and he's going to try and secure that point for his team. In the meanwhile, while these two teams fight it out for the control of the circle, the other teams are going to fight it out to see who can actually make it into the circle. Samir from JyanMaara has been spotted out, but 7Cs, it's going to be just the last man for 7Cs. Storm OP surviving. Oh, do not want to position yourself here, buddy, because from the rear, it's going to be the squad of FutureStation who's going to shoot you. You can take the 1v1 against Samir, but you can't take the 1v3 with your back turned towards your opponent.
It's very difficult. He has to, look at each and everything because he's the only eye out here.
Yeah.
It's not like someone is from his team is spectating 3 players or something, or 2 players something, so that they can see 2 players 2 different directions. But no one will be doing anything now. SMC gets in the middle, but on the other side, Blade is trying to take the place down. Tamim takes down one from STE, but look at this. Malik is going with the nades. Those are looking good, but Shifus, will he be safe? That's a tricky decision out here because FS is right on your nose if you go for it. 4 teams, 9 players, 24 minutes into the game.
FutureStation already has this one in the bag. I'm just going to say it now. DE are left with 1 player. Stalwart are left with 1 player. And there's just 1 more player from JyanMaara. FutureStation, they are in a 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 3 situation. So they have the numbers advantage. Blaze is going to spot one out, takes down Machine. But can he finish this one off? He has somehow managed to reduce the numbers to his advantage. And Stalwart, they're still 3-man strong.
Stalwart has 9 kills. Malik has 8 of them.
Wow, that is an amazing contribution.
This guy is properly an MVP player. 8 kills out of their 9 kills. But now, can he actually get that revival? Yes, the revival is happening, but can he get more kills? Will this be the first double kills by a single solo person in any PMPL format with the new kill system? As we talk about it, has he gotten it? Has he gotten it? Has he gotten it? Still has 8. Still has 8. Can he go for the 9th one? 9th one down. 1 is down. Can he actually go for the 10th one? 1 more, and yes, it is. 9 kills on his name. The 10th one is coming out there. This guy is looking amazing. Malik, can you actually get that confirmation just for us to cheer up, as this will be his 10th kill? Will it be, or will it be 11th? Will it be? No! He's down to 1 final HP. What's happening in the situation as Blade moves forward? Blade is going up just to get that confirmation for his own teammate, but Blade does not have a helmet. This is a tricky situation. On the other side, Machine has put up a first aid. He is looking really strong. Blade moving left to right, left to right, left to right on 1 area, but can he just get that confirmation? The circle's going to do the job. Will it be the circle, or will it be the gunshots? That's going to happen right now as we speak. Blade, he still needs to fire them and still needs to, see his head, but that's not going to happen as Malik gets the 10th for himself.
There it is, the double-digit mark being reached. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 1 situation. Samir, he's going to get hunted down. He is going to be finished off, and that is going to be it. Stalwart Esports, an amazing performance. It all started with Malik pulling off a 1 versus 3 for his team in this match on Miramar. And finally, it's going to end in a 3 versus 1 scenario.
Yeah.
That is poetic, man.
That is actually poetic, but well, look at this. One player, he takes down one. What's happening? As Samir takes down one, can he take the second one down? Kashif is out there. Kashif, no. Malik again. Malik doing the important damage that was needed, and this guy did impressive as Stalwart win this one.
Definitely. And I mean, I thought the players of Stalwart were knocked down. They are 2 knocked out. And they still managed to survive. So the revive's coming in right in the crucial nick of time, and I think it all comes down to the mistakes of the opponents who were trying to take on Stalwart, just giving them the breathing space to actually get the revives done.
With the new kill system, as we were talking, Malik becomes, I would say, the first person to have the double-digit kills. With those, because kills are important. And now we kind of know how many kills this team has. You add a few of Malik's kills, that's a lot now. Like the way this guy played. That shows the champion's mentality, right?
Yes. It is the champion's mentality with this team. And Stalwart Esports as well. They're sitting on the second half of the standing as far as the leaderboard is concerned. But if we say the word MVP, we all know who it is going to be this time. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Malik from Team Stalwart.
10 kills, 1050 damage. He also did a lot of critical damage to the final player, but then obviously the kill was taken up. But 4.86 kilometers of distance, 25 minutes of survival time, but 10 kills.
4.86 in Miramar.
I mean, he was.
They
look
did
at his
not
skills.
move at all,
look at his
they?
skills. He was playing Sanhok in Miramar the way it was, and
exactly.
the greenery was Crate's green smoke.
Oh yeah, I mean that.
Now that's poetic.
that is also poetic. 4 to 5 kilometers is the distance you normally see people travel in Sanhok as well.
Yeah.
And it was like Stalwart Esports never moved.
Survival time, 25 minutes. That's just out there.
It's a fast game.
It's a fast game, but we talked about just one player. Let's have a look at 4 other players as we talk about top 5 players. And Johnny, Rohan was out here. 10 kills
10 to 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he never gave kills to anyone else, I would say. But so this is where it comes up. 898 damage. That's a good number for a single, an individual player, single kill player, 2 kills player out there. A single player, if we talk about it.
Look at this. Look at this. So survival time of all the other players is 25 minutes ish. 24 minute, 22 minute. Rohan from PAINxELMT, 19 minute.
Yeah, 19. Plus we have a new strat, as you can see, assists. So assist comes up as we talk about if you have given 50% plus damage to someone else, this guy might have had 13 kills.
Well, definitely.
So he actually went up with every fight.
Yeah, exactly. And I think his total team also has like 13 kills or something. Let's move forward and have a look at the match summary and see the utility uses that. Oh, 223. I like that. 69 knocks, 57 kills confirmed.
Yeah, well, that's
good
very
numbers.
good. Yeah, that's very good. 6 grenade kills coming up. 2 airdrops being looted. I mean, we saw different guns out there. 14 headshots, but man, those 69 knocks coming all around to 57 confirmations as we talk about it. And 223 smokes and nades. Out of those 223, 6 had a good confirmation of nades with themselves.
Yeah, definitely. An amazing performance from all the teams. After this, I think we're going to move forward and have a look at the standings of the game and the overall standings as well. And it's going to be crucial to see how many kills, in fact, did the entirety of Stalwart Esports got. I think it's going to be around 12 or 13 in total, and out of which 10 belong to Malik.
I mean, it obviously has to be 13 plus because just as we are talking and just as we'll be seeing the standings, he got 3 assists as well. So 13 is the minimum. So let's have a look at the standings as well. As you know, we're talking about it. And no,
15.
all right, so it's 15 is the placement points. 12 is what it is.
Yeah.
How can he have 3 assists then? Well, it's like 12 kill points, then 27 placement points is what their total comes up. And then FutureStation coming up with the 10 placement points. And then, all right, he might have had an assist on someone and the person got revived again or something like for the knocked confirmations or something. Then that will be a discussion that we'll be doing on. But well, 15 total points for FutureStation coming up. JyanMaara VTN has 12 placement points but lesser the number of kills. That means you go down.
Yeah, you're going to go down and you're going to be dropping out. But on the other side, a lot of big names missing from the standings who got eliminated quite early on. Let's have a look at that. The 9th to 16th position. We do see A1 Esports in your team. Bablu as well with 4 points coming in for this match. Then we have ElementriX on the 13th. Just 1 point from this game. SCYTES as well. PN Crew, R3D. Are they falling down again after the amazing performance they had yesterday?
Just a bit, I would say, the way it's just going down. Well, maybe not. It was just the first game that just, went a bit weird. But R3D, exactly, 0-0-0, just out there. So that's one of the things for this particular game. But overall, is something that, creates a suspense now with a lot of things. Because today is you can say, the prize pool distribution.
Yep.
So today, till the final game, everything in the overall standings counts, and it counts with the good numbers.
And till then, you have the opportunity to come back and make it into the top 3. Let's have a look at the overall standings as well and see how things are after the first game of the last day of the scrims. DEADEYES guy still sitting on the top with 194 points, but their games are over. Then we have Team Bablu on the second. No chicken dinners, but 129 points for them. The problem arises in the fact that their games are done. And that's it. Now 247 is going to have the opportunity to take the second position away from them.
247, they will easily be going for it. I mean, previously what you used to say is, even if you arrive and you just, have no points, you might just go down. But now, obviously, 247 will have to get those kills, kill points for themselves. And we'll see when 247, just arrives for the fights and all those things. DRS Gaming, as you can see, Venom Legends, all these teams are out here alongside Stalwart. Till the 10th position, the team just had a chicken dinner. This gives them a top 10 boost. But if Stalwart has another chicken dinner, they will straight away go in top 4. That's the point difference in 4 to 10 position. I mean, that's how different it is. Well, Abrupt Slayers on 11th, and till the downside, if we look at this, PN Crew and PAINxELMT 39 and 35 for themselves. These teams will have to step up as of now.
Definitely. They are going to have to step up, and they're going to have to step up big time. Otherwise, the trouble is definitely going to be there. Some teams are going to come down. A lot of teams do have matches remaining, 4 matches to be precise. And those final 4 matches, the matches that we have left for the day, are going to be super important. Let's see what works out. Also, the teams on the top are also going to fall down. I mean, first of all, Team Bablu is going to get out of the second position, and they're going to come down to at least, I think they should be in the top 5 by the end of the day.
I just hope so. I mean, so there are no eliminations, nothing.
Yeah.
Even if they are out there, we know top 3 is kind of out of the equation with the way the other teams are playing. So, I mean, they might be in top 3, but that depends on the fact that all the other teams will have to be eliminated on 13 to 16, and you cannot have those bad games back to back. So I don't know, even if Team Bablu goes down, even if they are on 6th position, 7th position, doesn't matter. What they learned from this one till now is the experience of the game, experience of how the teams are playing, and probably they will be carrying forward that experience.
Yeah, exactly, and that experience is going to be important. And where do you carry it forward from? You carry it to the actual league, to the actual Pubg Mobile Pro League, and you make it count over there. Because, well, in the scrims, the prize pool is not that big. From the Pro League, there's going to be a massive prize pool over there as well, plus the opportunity to represent the region in the global stage as well, where you are going to encounter a lot of difficult teams.
So previously, that's one thing. See, till the previous time, PMCO, World League, the bar just rises.
Yeah.
Now what's happening is PMCO, you get one more stage, one more step of the stairs till you actually get to the global championship. So you have another area to find out what's wrong for you, what's right for you, how you go for it. I mean, even if you won at PMCO, if you qualified for PMPL, you have another chance to just, because winning one tournament does not mean that you are a winner. Obviously, it shows that you are a winner, but you're still learning with the next tournaments. You're still learning what's happening. You're still learning the new metas. You're still learning the new point systems and a lot of things. So this kind of gives them a good vibe to, just settle in, to blend in with everything.
And plus, it's the bragging rights of calling yourself the best in the world, because I mean, these teams are here because they are some of the best teams in their countries, right? And now they are competing to be called the best teams in South Asia. After that is going to be the next step. As you said, now you call yourself the best team in South Asia, and then you go on to fight to call yourself the best team in the world.
And that matters. I mean, the best team in the world. You are, you have seen them. You have acted like them. You have seen your reflection in them. But then how do you face them? You face it through all these ladder stages, right? You go for everything. You practice. You go for the scrims. You go for everything. And that's where it just comes up. We were talking about Miramar and what happened in that one. But let's have a look at Erangel and what happens in this one, as the second map will be right in front of us as we speak. No breaks because we don't want it. We just want that action. Keep on going. And here it is. As you can see, the flight path starting from the back end of Katka, Tulipovka, Shelter, Milta, Farm, School, Pochinki, Ruins, Georgopol, good areas. But will the circle be good? We'll have to find out. Well,
definitely, we are going to find out where the circle is going to be. Yesterday, I mean, I was talking with Fixers, and we were discussing how you and I sort of make fun of a lot of drop locations. So, Ocean, go ahead. Zarki, what do you have to say about Zarki? Nothing, right? Exactly. That's what the teams have to say as well. There's no one, absolutely no one goes there.
I would say that's still a good location, man.
Have you ever been to Zarki?
Well, rank pushes, yes.
Yeah, that's the only time, right? That's the only time you go there. Other than that, I mean, I don't think in a competitive...
All right, choose one. Choose one, Zarki or Kameshki. Choose one.
Kameshki.
All right. Well, we have had our differences in the past, my friend. Now let's look for the future. But, well, let's look for the game as well. Just like you said, right? Team Bablu, all those teams, the games have been done. DRS as well. The games have been done. So this is where it all comes down. They have to sit back and relax and maybe pray for the team that's on the top. They have to just sit back, relax, and maybe pray for one thing. Just someone doesn't take my spot. Someone should not take my spot.
Exactly. Someone doesn't take my spot, and especially 247. If 247 continuously mess up, I mean, if the teams in the from the 3rd to the 7th position continuously mess up, and the teams in the bottom actually start to perform, that's the only way the teams at the top retain their position. But 7C's Memo does not have anything. Oh, go in the house, go through the window. He's going to be spotted out, and he's going to be taken out as well. And Element Rohan.
No.
Oh, he's chasing after him. He's not part of Memo yet. Memo jumps out the window, but as the last opponent connects, he's going to be knocked out. Quite an unfortunate events, ladies and gentlemen. Quite an unfortunate series of events. 7C's Memo is going to be finished off.
And that, kids, is why you should not steal cars.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, that's one thing happened. See, plus, there's one of the most important things. When you jump out of a window, you actually give much more of the room to your opponent to shoot because you kind of jump up. Your head gets up. Your body gets up. And that's where the final bullet kind of connected. Well, 7C's Mr. Smokey moving forward because he knows how to go for another Raven session that's going to be happening out here. And we'll see if Smokey is able to take that Ravens as Team PAINxELMT players are just out there. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation as we speak. As we talk about it, we'll see what happens in this 4 versus 3 situation and how is it going to go.
Yeah, how is this going to go? 7Cs. The players have put up amazing numbers, amazing performances in the past. But right now is where it's all going to come out. Can you survive on this match, in this match of Erangel, or are you going to be taken down as soon as the game started? One of the players from PAINxELMT has been isolated in the chat. The door is going to be blown up. Mr. Smokey, the man is a genius.
The man is incredible. Like... the way he just, I would say he just took them out with a really good inch. And now we'll have to see what PAINxELMT's other players will be doing. 7Cs, they are looking decent, they are looking good. But what after this one? Dark, just the clock is ticking on Dark. He needs a revival start. But Jimmy was trying a bit, could not do that much. And Smokey, he does not have a helmet or a vest.
Yeah.
And still is just moving forward for the fight.
Yeah, does not have a helmet, does not have a vest. So it's going to be a high risk, high reward situation. But look at this. Rohan, he has had a helmet on his, on his head, in fact. And is going to look to toss the nade to disrupt the players of 7Cs, but they have fallen back. They're on the back lines, bro.
He tried, I would say. He tried. But, well, in the end, it doesn't even matter. As of now, we'll see if it does, if it does not. But look at this. The way the fights are supposed to happen, that is what it is. If we talk about it, if we think about it, if we feel about it, Smokey, he once again just sitting by the next house of Dark, just waiting for someone to make a mistake or maybe just come in. But Rohan is onto the backside. Rohan wants to see someone if Rohan can. We'll see what happens as Rohan is just out there. But for now, with each and everything, Dark goes down, and that is 1 kill confirmed. And both of the crates are just in Pochinki. 2 players down, and both are in Pochinki, nowhere else.
Yeah, both are going to be there. And I think the difficulty arises in the fact that where do you go from here? Both the teams know the positions of their opponent. Both have lost out on 1-1 player. It is a 3 versus 3 situation. And how do you plan to get out?
They want to get out, but for that, they have just one US on which everyone's eye is. So that's why they cannot get out.
That's the thing. That's the dilemma, right? That's the paradox right here. Who is going to get the US? And it's right in the middle of both the teams.
And this is not a chicken dinners fight. This is who will get the US fight. Like, everyone wants to go for the US only. That's the important factor right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it comes up. Now, Hungrybox is out here. Hungrybox was hungry for the loot, and he just took it. He will be moving forward, but will he be able to? Because now Jimmy has his eye eyes on Hungrybox. I want to see what Jimmy is doing, because I don't know. I want to see Jimmy's POV. Can he spot? I don't think so Jimmy can spot Hungrybox right now, because Jimmy is just moving back and forth, as you guys can see, onto the other side. Otherwise, I would have loved to see the fight that would have happened between Jimmy and Hungrybox. Both of them are really good players. They have really good fan base for themselves as well. We'll be seeing how it just comes up, how it just goes up and whatnot. But for now, each and every one of them still at a slow halt for the game. The game is still at a very, very, very slow halt.
Well, the game is at a halt right now, but is this going to turn around? We've seen this fight go on for longer than it should have. And, all right, so once again, no one went to Zarki, by the way. But people did go to Kamishka and Stalwart, so there's that. Other than that, SCYTES, they have taken to the farm split. There is the squad of R3D and T2K who are playing on the military island, with T2K being on the military base and R3D being on Nova Rep Noi. ElementriX have gone for the usual Ferry Payer Primos drop.
Yeah, so Stalwart Esports, they used to go to shelter when they were, playing the World League.
Yeah.
And the flight path could, with the given flight path, they could have gone to shelter. Yeah. But now what they choose is a different location. So I would say with the previous chicken dinner, now they're trying to play a bit slow for the start.
Yeah.
And then maybe they'll go for those rushes and whatnot. So I would say that kind of comes up in their mentality. If that is what their mentality is, I would say it's a good mentality. It's just one thing that they have to take care of, and that is how to get inside the circle and how to get inside the circle with all the players surviving.
Yeah, I agree with that. If they can figure out a way to get inside the circle with all the 4 players surviving, and that too, especially if all the 4 players are surviving till the 5th zone, 5th to 6th zone, that gives you such a big boost in those final few fights. But that is going to be quite tricky if you are going to be super late with your rotations, and that is exactly what is happening with them right now. They're quite far behind, still holding inside the blue zone. And when they actually start rotating is going to be pretty crucial, that timing of that rotation. Venom Legends, we've seen them for a long time. This is how they play. This is how they've played in the PMPL South Asia as well. They drop down to Milta, and they are really, really far behind with the rotations. But that actually works out for them. And it works out nicely.
It works out really, really nicely if we're talking about it. But, well, as of now, again, 7Cs versus Pain still just moving on to these areas of Pochinki where it's like, again, to a halt. See, I would rather see Gatka's area. If you just have a look at, while we were looking at the map, Gatka's area is quite filled with people. No one's fighting, though. But it's still filled with people, and that kind of creates a lot of distractions for the players, for the teams to just try and rush in if they can, if they get an opening. And look at this, yeah, exactly. Now INES squad, look at this. The area is quite crowded with a few teams, and that too in the open areas. Plus with the new Erangel 2.0, you have so much of the grass to just lay down to just sit there or something. Look at the Gatka's area. That's so crowded.
Yeah, it's going to be really crowded. I mean, why not? Out in the open farmlands of Gatka, you just have a few compounds here and there. Might as well just go in early and take control of them. Yeah. But I think ElementriX and INES are going to be 2 teams that are going to be really comfortable. Oh, 17. Finally, the fight is going to be forced in. And PAINxELMT, they go down 1. Hungrybox with the AKM in the close ranges is going to be super deadly. Still the fight in Pochinki happening for that US. Someone just take the vehicle. Smokey's going to spot out 1 more player. This is out the damage dropping down to 50% HP, but they have crossed to the other side of the road now.
DB28 got a very big buff with this update, and Smokey is going to be using that. Look at that! Oh my god, 7Cs has this fight because PAINxELMT's 1 final player surviving, but for how long? 3-side domination. Now the crate forms up, and this is where PAINxELMT gets eliminated. The first team to get eliminated is PAINxELMT. That was quite unfortunate for the team. I mean, they took a big fight. They took a fight for quite a while out here, and then it all just went down. But 7C, hey! You guys actually got that US.
Yeah, they got the US, and also this fight went almost for 10 minutes.
But they got the US.
Yeah, they got the US. They got the US. I have to say, I mean, kudos to both the teams. Kudos to both the teams for the patience they showed in that fight. But 7Cs used that time to actually come up with a strategy to take on the players of PAINxELMT. Well, PAINxELMT, they were just being aggressive. So they are going to get punished for that, and well, in the form of punishment, they are going to be the first team, as Ocean said, to be taken out. although 7C losing out on one player that early on, especially most of the teams already closing in on towards the Pochinki area, it's going to be quite tricky for them to actually contest any other team if they decide to take over the city. But we have the first airdrop coming in with the MK14 and the tactical stock for the assault rifles, and the level 3 kit is going to be there as well. 247 on our screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think some shots are being fired upon them, as we do see another team on the minimap right now, right on the northwestern side of the map, if you look, and that team seems like it is going to be closing in, and that is Venom Legends.
Venom Legends will be closing in 247. So it's one thing for 247 that they have to stay at the top. They have to go at the top and, you know, just stay at the top if they can go for it. We'll have to see if 247 actually manages to get that. But right now, Khan, he got a lot of shots and his helmet was on the verge of being taken down. As you can see, that helmet is totally red in color. So he's just popping up those bandages, like using utilities in the best ways, not using first aids right now because he just has 2 of them. AUG in the airdrop number 2, and this is going to be a good one. But well, we'll see if someone actually picks it up while going their way outside the Pochinki, as this is on the back end of Pochinki. You can see those Pochinki compounds from the back far end. Now those things are going to be happening, but right now in 247 they have a very good compound for themselves. They don't need to rotate, they just need players to come to them so that they can take those actual fights. We'll see if that happens, but as of now, nope. And Venom Legends was a team that was just, you know, trying to challenge them from back inside. But on the other side, you can see Wasif from 247 takes down 1 from Venom Legends. So Venom Legends, they need a revival, and it is Evil Eye.
Yeah, and it is going to be, the revive is going to come in, since the slight dip in the ridge is going to be there. So there's going to be Nightwing right next to him, giving the revive to his own teammate. On the other side, in the meantime, while the other teammates, they're going to keep an eye out on the players of 247 and watch out for the rotation that might just come out from the opposing team. They need to be careful as well. Right now, they are inside the zone, so not going to have to worry too much about the pressure of moving into a different location. No incentive right there. Evil Eye is slowly and steadily going to heal up and bring himself to as high of an HP bar as he can, as the team is going to decide where they want to go from here and how they want to work things out. 247 already knows their location, so if they stay here for a really long time, 247 is going to be able to spot off one of that one individual player who's going to be over peaking a particular edge and take him out. And if that happens, then the rush might just come in. And with that in mind, Venom Legends decide to back off and disengage from this fight completely and live to fight another day.
Yeah, live to fight another day. But look at this, Venom Legends again. Now they have to move forward because they know they cannot take that. They could not take that fight. So now movement is the only answer for them. You can just call it the only answer as of now. But we'll have to see if someone just changes the question, because that's what they are going for. They are going for a good rotation to actually, you know, crowd 247 from the backside, as you can see where 247 is, and you can see where Venom Legends is, as that's where the movement is going up. And T2K, they have a very good area for themselves as well, as they're on the bridge. But right now the fights are happening. ElementriX might be in a lot of trouble again, as the players are moving, are being taken down by INES. And look at this, these new areas are confusing. These new bunkers are confusing, where you cannot go inside, but you can actually, you know, take those fights. And now INES is on the verge of being taken down, but no, they are looking good, as they have 2 players surviving, and the revival will be coming up soon. But ElementriX, they also have a player. Sonim is moving forward, as you can see on the back end side, and that's where one fight is happening. Sonim goes down, as entry does not let him enter into this area, and ElementriX gets eliminated.
Yeah, ElementriX being taken out early on as well. So 14 teams in this game survive, as we're down to the 13-minute mark. The third blue zone is coming in slowly and steadily, and we're going to see the 4th circle form. INES, another big name that has fallen off quite hard. So we do need to see if this team is going to perform once they come in into the actually. They're going to have time to study these footages. Oh, DE, they stepped into the crosshairs of INES. It was P and Crew, in fact, I'm sorry. And the fight has been started, but Venom Legends on the other side, they get backstabbed, and P and Crew, alright. So P and Crew has been sandwiched. From one side it's the team of Abrupt Slayers, from the other side it's going to be the squad of INES, and after they are done with P and Crew, both these squads are just going to fight amongst themselves. Joker decided it's going to be now, as he spots out the players of INES and starts taking a few shots off his own. But the damage is just not going to be there. Alright, finally Joker connects on Orichi, and Orichi is going to be knocked out.
Orichi gets knocked out, but now the revive will be coming up. Those new ridges are helping a lot to the players as we speak. ASL's players, HeavenX, will be sitting in the buggy, I guess, and yes, will be moving a bit forward, not a lot. Obviously, you cannot rush in those open areas. He'll be just just moving a bit forward so that he can get those adequate covers. And Novax again takes down, finishes up one, but R3D anyways goes down. R3D again in the bad situation right now by DRS this time, and Galson is looking really good as he will try to take another one for himself in the numbers as 1 kill for now, but this guy is a true MVP material. We'll see how that happens, but look at this. He's taking fights on both the edges and is doing amazing.
Yeah, he is doing amazing, but one of the players from the squad of DRS has been knocked out. It is going to be Nima, so the revive needs to come in as soon as possible. In the meanwhile, Galson is going to try and spot out his opponents, and it is going to be an interesting situation. If he can take down one of the players from R3D, they might just be in trouble. But in about 40 seconds, both the squads are going to have to move out. The third airdrop comes in with the Groza, the cheek pad for the snipers, and the level 3 kits as well. So, quite an interesting scenario here, as the circle takes a northern shift, and it's going to be in the middle of nowhere.
I mean,
well, not middle of nowhere, it's the farm split drop that we know of, but still, the middle of nowhere, just a place.
It's like just a place out there with the place. Like
Every
you
place
cannot have much more of the covers for yourself. Only covers you'll get is maybe trees and plus these kind of areas if you get for you. And if you have to move, you need to have your vehicles intact. But we'll see what happens after INES actually takes this fight against ASE. 247 Khan also goes down on the other side by Venom Legends, but well, ASE's Solam is just out here, needs to look left and right before crossing this road, the road that's right in front of him, because he has to take both edges for himself. INES's Orichi was out here. Entry needs to put up a first aid. He is using it, and after that we'll be looking for a fight. But now fourth zone closing in. Players are coming from outside the zone, but now Sonam is doing incredible. He goes down, but before that he takes 2 players in his name. INES gets eliminated.
Yeah, INES, they're going to be taken out, but it is going to be an interesting situation. So, another team that has been not performing so far, CZxHIGH Esports, finally on the last day, a few moments of genius coming in. High Voltage taking a fight against the players of T2K. The high ground advantage is going to be able to help them out. The players of T2K, Frankie, the man, the death machine, is the one who is the aggressors for the side. 247 in the meanwhile, the DP action coming in from Rahman is going to make sure that the opponents are not going to be able to fight. And the fourth circle is here in front of us right now. The blue zone is moving in, so that means we are slowly and steadily moving towards the late game stages. Nobita from the side of T2K is going to take a nade to the face from the players of CZ and is going to be knocked out. The revive is going to be quite tricky to get. So Aussie versus Frankie, 2 of the best players from their squads, are going to go up head to head, and Aussie with the nade is going to get enough. The spray is going to come in. He barely lets the opponent survive.
Brilliant spray by Aussie. This guy is a wrecking ball, and this guy is doing amazing. I mean, the way he took down with the nade, the way he did it with that spray, I mean, could not just end him, but still, that was good. Now is going for a revive, a good revive coming in from him, and then he has to move forward. Will that movement will be coming up right now? We'll see as the players are moving up, but a good grenade coming in from the other side. What's gonna happen as the nade is just out there, popped up, and there it is. There it is, a good nade from Zod being taken down, and that is where it just comes up as C2K's Nobita has to move forward, but will he be able to do it? No, Nobita goes down. Slow reflexes coming up, but where? Whoa, look at that. Aussie is just sitting right next to that ridge. And Venom, if he falls up, there it's going to end. A Molotov coming up onto the Aussie side. That's a good one. Another one, a good one, but will it be on point or will it be not? It is not looking by the chances of it as Aussie still survives. And adrenaline being taken up by Venom, but will this actually hire up his senses? Let's see how it comes up. He is spraying 20 bullets, less than 20 is what it is. 3 players of T2K, they have to move forward, and will they be able to do go for it as the fourth one is just not with them as of now. I mean, it is with them, but not yet out here. Frankie needs up to heal up, and after that he will be moving up, but Aussie still inside the smoke again.
Yes, still hiding inside of the smoke. In the meanwhile, we do see the players of Stalwart taking an exit. Oh, Venom Legends versus 2%, and the fight is still going on. But now, High Voltage, they are going to get charged upon as Assassin is going to be the first target of the player of T2K. And he drops down one of the players really low. Now, finally, the Slavins are going to come in. Aussie still in the backline, but the backstab is not going to work out. He's trying to get away. He's trying to run away, but finally he's been spotted out. Goes down the race. The damage is going to be dished out. He's down to 40% HP, and now, finally, Aussie is going to be finished off. And with that, the squad of CZ High Voltage, they have to take an exit on the 12th position. Down to 11 teams, 37 players in this fight. But T2K are in some trouble as well. A backstab right now would be perfect on them.
But the zone's backstabbing them. The zone, they were at the edge of the zone. They cannot revive. Will they be able to look at the zone? Look at where they are. Look at how far they have to move. And that's where it all comes up. They are actually so outside the circle.
Well, how the tables have turned. The circle is just going to take them out. Well, not all of them. A few players are...
I mean, 2 are surviving.
Nightwing fell down and knocked himself.
That's not a way to go, my friend. If you're going to talk about Mafia Ninjas out here, let's see what he does and Venom Legends. Oh my god. You need to heal first, mister. Or if anything, just give up a revive. No, you gave up on your teammate. Alright, that works. Nima's on the other side of this area. We'll see what Nima does. Nima's out in the open, running in the open. Team free will. Is that enough? And actually, that is enough. As he runs away from one area to the other. On the other side, Hanal goes down as 7 sees Mr. Smokey. Takes one for himself.
It was just one player of Venom Legends. Nima could have finished that fight and then gone away. The 1 point being given away as well. T2K SG, we saw them. They are going to be taken out as well. The blue zone was just too far away. They were too far away from the zone. Now, Assiduous Esports also take an exit on the 10th position. So, 9 teams, 21 players, and it's just 21 minutes inside the match.
Look at this, 9 teams, exactly what you said. 21 players, exactly what you said. So, the fights are actually happening really fast. And look at this. No, Rahman, that's not where you go. That's not where you go. All right, that's where you can go. He just ran over one, but then he went down. Oh, Sides gets eliminated. But after that, 247, PN Crew, so many teams just saying bye-bye to all of us as we speak. 6 teams. Nectron, he has to actually take up a fight with the circle as he's moving. But can he or can he not? As Joker on the other side takes down one. Stops spraying, goes for a reload. Nectron is a good kill out here. The guys are sitting out there with nothing on his back. Can he just pull off a miracle? Now he's healing himself up, will not be given a chance as this kill actually goes on Nima finally.
Well, definitely. Nima finally with his teammates. They are on the edge right now. And look at that. No team is inside the circle. Well, apart from one. We do see one of the squads on the southern edge of the circle. Rest everyone else is on the outer side. And it is going to be this team of Abrupt Slayers. They just have one shack for cover. And that is all going to be it. And the Hawaiian dress on Chari. Look at that. It's going to be spotted out, man. You are not in the right range for that. Well, the vehicle is going to be blown up, so no escape routes available right now. Are going to have to utilize a lot of smokes to actually be able to rotate or move around in this final fight. 5 teams, 15 players.
Alright, so they have 12 bullets in the SLR, still not reloading. That's one thing I was thinking about. Well, we'll have to see what these 5 players, 5 teams actually do in these situations. ElementriX, again, just, trying to spot them if he can. 23 minutes on the clock. As of now, Joker again trying to spot the players. Joker did impressive with his sprays previously. Again, was trying to go for some shots. Shari as well. This game kind of looks like ASL's game because they have no one behind them. They have each and every team right in front of them. Plus, they have a proper car cover. Plus, they have a proper that area for them. So if someone gets knocked, he can just get inside just to get a proper revive or something. We'll see how this thing just turns up as 6th zone is moving up slowly and steadily. And Joker takes down Steel Shot.
Well, that is going to be an unfortunate event, but look at that. Abrupt Slayers already 8 kills secured, 8 points secured inside of the top 5 as well. R3D is going to be the next target. Noah with the tap shots blindly is going to get a few knocks. R3D Esports, they take an exit. DRS in an amazing form again. They were, I think, desperately waiting to step back into the arena. Mafia Ninja, while running away, is going to be taken down. That means DRS are going to be just one man strong. FutureStation, they get taken out. And I think DRS, they are going to be out of this game as well. No, Golden still surviving. The last man, oh, now he gets finished. Down to 2 teams in this final fight. Abrupt Slayers versus the players of 7 Seas.
ASL, once again, they were looking really confident as they had a proper area for themselves. This was predicted previously, just as we were discussing. ASL might just win this one. They have good number of kills for themselves. Will this be Abrupt Slayers' game, or will 7C do everything? A 4 versus 3 situation, and you cannot rule out the guy who actually took 5 kills. Fear is still alive. Hungry Box is hungry. Smokey became MVP yesterday. Let's see if he can do the same today. There's an airdrop right between them. That pink smoke just rising up as we speak. And ASL, they have to move inside the circle. This is where the game throws up a curveball as the zone is with 7 Seas. Whatever they have to do, ASL have to do in these 30 seconds.
Yeah, and are they going to be able to do it? I think the airdrop is going to be a good divider to split the middle ground between these two. They have a lot of distance between them. It is still just 25 minutes in when you're already down to almost the closing fight of this match. And the best part of it is it's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. Abrupt Slayers with a man advantage. Chari is going to go in first. The smokes have been popped. They are closing out the distance slowly and steadily. And it is going to be an interesting situation. So both the teams have secured a lot of kills in this match. They have good momentums. The nades are being tossed by the players of 7Cs, but none of them do connect. Nova is going to be dropped out low, but not enough health being taken away from him. While all this is happening, while Nova and Chari are just distractions, Joker is trying to find a flank.
Again, 4 versus 3 situation. Yes, Joker was trying to find a flank. Now he's just sticking away with his team. I don't know if that's a strategy as of now, or is Joker being acted as a bait in the situation. They just need to find out where the shots are coming from. But Novak takes down one. Hungrybox has been taken down. A 4 versus 2. Joker is moving forward. Novak spotted one, spotted the second one. Oh my god, this is looking bad as Joker takes down Mr. Smokey. One final player surviving in the situations as ASL is looking already confident, but it's fear, but he has to fear as ASL gets this one for themselves.
Yeah, being there with the numbers advantage is not going to work out. ASL, the perfect strategy being executed. An amazing performance, especially considering the fact it was that one shag that they utilized perfectly, and from there on out converting that performance to the chicken dinner. Well,
yeah.
It finally happens.
I mean, it finally happens. They are all the players for them. So, you know, if you have more number of players, see, you don't see the team counter. That's for us if we talk about it, right? So, if you're talking about all these things, I mean, think about it in a weird way. We talk about it, the teams. They know that 4 players of their team are surviving. They might be it's a 4 versus 1 versus 1, 4 versus 2 versus 1, 4 versus 3 or something. But they're ready for it.
They are ready for it, and let's have a look at the MVP as well for this game and see which individual player had an amazing performance. It is going to be well, why do we even ask this lad? If this team is winning, if 7C are performing, Mr. Smokey is going to be the reason. One of the reasons, in fact. Their team has a lot of talented players.
Yeah, that's totally true. A lot of talented players, and Mr. Smokey has done good. 806 damage for himself. 4.92. So quite a lot of 4. Yeah, exactly. Quite
it's
a lot.
Not even Sanhok. It's Erangel.
In Miramar, we saw 4.8 kilometers distance.
Yeah.
Now we are seeing 4.9 kilometer distance covered. Probably in Sanhok, we'll see 5.
Imagine Sanhok is the one map where the
8
team,
kilometers.
Yeah, 8 kilometers is going to be. That's going to be a surprise.
That's going to be a surprise. I mean, I'm glad that this is not in the MVP's, criteria or something.
Yeah.
But well, let's have a look at top players as well as we are discussing as Joker comes up from ASL. 4 kills on his name. And you can see Yalzin as well. This guy was doing amazing. 3 kills on his name as well. 889 damage. That's, I would say, one of the highest damage strats as we can see right now. Hungrybox was out there on the 4th position as well. Not the 4th position, you know, the 4th number was by Hungrybox. And then it was Nova X who did amazing if you talk about this one game.
Yeah, he had an amazing performance. 7 Cs as well. But after we have these numbers of the players, the teams' numbers also need to be calculated. So we do have the individual players popping off really hard. Let's have a look at the match summary as well while I continue to say what I was saying.
Yeah.
The teams need to perform together, and that is why I think Abrupt Slayers were able to close out this game.
We saw vehicle kill. The first fight happened with the vehicle steal, and Rahman was the one that who actually had a vehicle kill. The guy was just driving, and then he stopped the brakes. He was like, "Did I fall on something?" Then there was a.
He shouldn't have stopped because that's why he got knocked out and finished off. Also, one guy just jumped out of UL's driving really fast.
Nightwing.
That was Nightwing, and well, he got finished over there as well. But 59 total kills, 64 knocks, good conversion, 4 grenade kills, 148 smokes and nade used. A little under average, but hey, it works.
It works. If it is out there, it works for you. I will talk about those things only. We talked about player, we talked about players, we talked about the utility usage and all those things when it comes up into the summary, addition, subtraction. But well, what I want to see is, the standings, where it all comes down to. Because skills is something that just gets a bit more important or something. So let's have a look at the standings as well for this game. And let's see where the discussion sways. Because 12 kills. had any team won, they already, would have surpassed, obviously, so that looks really good. So first and second team, they had much number of kills for themselves.
Yeah, definitely, and most of the kills going in towards these lads. Out of the 59, 24 are in front of us within the top 2. Then we have DRS Gaming with 9 kills coming in for them. So the top 3 securing like what, more than 50% of the total kill count on the summary.
And you have to give it to 7Cs.
Yeah.
They started the first fight, man, in Pochinki. The first knock to the final person being killed was from their team.
They lost the very first player in the game as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Still managed to win. But so once again, CZxHIGHVOLTAGE, PAINxELMT, ElementriX, well, in the second half of the leaderboard, and not just the second half, they are going to be in the fourth, well, the lower quadrant of it.
The Stalwart is something that kind of surprises me. I mean, the team had a chicken in the first game, and the second game is where it kind of, went down. So this team kind of surprises me if I'm talking about it. I mean, we were talking, right? They went to Kameshki, they were going for slower rotations. I was saying that's a brilliant strategy, but the only problem is you need to get yourselves inside the zone, and they, well,
they failed.
Yeah.
They failed to do that. So that is one more thing that along with the team fights, along with you keeping an eye on the opponents, you need to keep an eye on where the circle is. That's one thing where T2K failed as well. Engaged in a fight for too long, forgot about the blue zone. But let's have a look at the overall standings and see where these teams are right now after game number 2 of day number 4, with just 3 more matches to go after this one. 194 points for Deadeyes guy, not playing anymore. DRS Gaming trying to catch up with 137. 247 Gaming, they take up on top of Team Bablu, who are going to be pushed down on the top 4, 128 points, and I think Bablu are going to keep on falling. They're going to be out of the top 10 if things keep going on, because, well, they have played all their 16 games. VTNxJyanMaara is the only other team who have played all their 16 games. A1 Esports, I think they missed out on one, but their matches are also done. Other than that, every single team in here is there with 3 more matches to go.
Well, let's rotate the pace to, the other standings. And as that happens, as you can see, all the teams, PAINxELMT, PMPL, INES, R3D Esports. So I want to ask you one thing. What are the chances that DRS might go for the first position again? Because the difference is still a lot. 137, 194. The difference is still a lot.
Yeah, the difference is pretty massive. But DRS need to be consistent. DRS need to make sure they're finishing in the top 3 in every single match.
With good kills, because kills kind of matter now. As you talk, see, even if it was the 20-point game, we could have said, 2 chicken dinners might have had. Of course, DRS has done that. We would have said 2 chicken dinners would be like 40 plus, 10 kills, something like that. So those things would have made a lot of difference. But with 15 is where it all ends, and these were the bottom standings as we were talking. So these teams kind of, need to do anything and everything if they can just to survive, because there are no eliminations, just as we said. But by the end of the day, we might be getting some good news from these players,
Yeah, we might get
a few players.
Well, three teams, not players. 3 teams will be receiving good news.
Players will be happy, so yeah.
Players are going to be, people are going to be happy. A lot of people are going to be happy. But
well,
yeah,
that's totally true. But well, we saw 2 amazing maps, but the third one is going to be even more dangerous because it's going to be Sanhok. So that action will be coming right to you after a short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asian Scrims Season 3. My name is Fixes and joining alongside is Johnny. Well, now we just have the matches of groups of teams A, B, D, E remaining. So C has to be completely sitting this one out, and like you mentioned, Bablu, they will definitely be dropping. So now coming to the map in hand, we have Sanhok. So what are your early speculations? How do you think this is going to turn out?
Well, after the way Miramar and Erangel have been, I have no speculations for the rest of the day, man. Did not expect the games to be that fast-paced, did not expect the teams to be that aggressive, but hey, it works out, right? You get to see them fighting all the time, and that's like super fun.
Yeah, absolutely. The final day of the scrims, and a few of the teams that have realized that they cannot make it to the top 3, they are just going YOLO.
Not just those teams, the teams on the top as well, they're like, hey, let's take this fight, let's figure out a way, especially what happened in Miramar, the way Stalwart Esports were taking the fights, the way the players of R3D are reacting to certain situations. It's really interesting to watch. T2K as well in that fight against High Voltage that happened. That was an interesting situation. High Voltage as well, they could have, there were multiple opportunities for them to win that scenario, but I guess the match on Sanhok has already started, and the trajectory of the plane is going to be in front of us very, very soon. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the plane, the beautiful, beautiful, magnificent plane with, well, Cooney's name up there.
Yeah, Cooney is definitely there, but we certainly are not. And well, we'll get to know the flight path trajectory in just a bit of a while, but does not really matter, right? All the teams, wherever they want to go, they just head out. But yesterday, if we talk about the Sanhok match, where ElementriX came out with a beautiful, beautiful win. I mean, you gotta say it. I'm waiting for ElementriX to kind of get back in this, get another chicken dinner, climb up the table. But Code Zero, well, they are taking the plunge.
Yeah, they are taking the plunge right now, and on the other side, I think this is the northern trajectory, right? This is a trajectory towards the northern side. We do see the players dropping down towards, Camp Charlie right now, and it is going to be an interesting situation to see where the teams are going to be able to fight out. R3D is Zio on our screens, and gets a QBZ, gets an SMG as well, so perfect loadout right from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing with Sanhok that we do know is that you can get your guns really, really easily. All you have to do is get inside one small compound. There will be some other gun waiting for you. But one thing that you really do not get is much of those utilities, those smokes, those grenades that become very, very essential when you're taking those final circle fights. But talking about team sides, what we have seen from today so far is that, the players, they really, the Pakistani teams, in fact, have finally stepped up in the final day. And team sides, they are having a rather very, very good time looting around. They do not have anyone nearby them. So I think this might just be the game that team sides have been looking for.
It definitely is going to be the game that they are going to be looking for. And they are going to look to perform in this one as well. Dropping out in the bootcamp area, quite a tricky situation. They do have one of the teams already taking control of the center, so they're going to have to work really fast to take either a good position to take the fight in the future or just completely avoid it in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, talking about team sides, well, they're taking their own sweet time, getting whatever they want. And Beryl has been a kind of a choice amongst all these teams, all these players opting for it, giving that beautiful, beautiful fast rate of fire. And along with it comes the damage that you get from 7.62 chambered weapons. But Tomigan, I feel bad about it. I mean, the way he just ignored it and went on, that hurt.
Yeah, that. Oh, man. Well, that weapon mostly gets used upon in the lands of Vikendi, the
See, in Sanhok also it's really good, because I must say, why? Because it's a very small map. Add a suppressor, add a vertical grip, and just watch the magic unfold. Because one thing with the Tommy gun that I absolutely love is the kind of hip fire accuracy that you get, which is completely meant for those TPP fights. And along with that, Mafia Ninja, well, he is in a distant land. He is alone over there, and the members of team sides do acknowledge that. Every single time you try to pull off that strat with team sides, this time being ready, it's going to be a very, very tough affair for the lads of DRS. Mafia Ninja somehow has to fight, and yes, he's actually putting up quite a fight over there. But Ghost, oh my goodness, the way he just moved around, jiggling, finding out a Mafia Ninja, just finishing off before even his teammates could really come in. Now, things are about to change. If DRS want to commit, if they can just cover them out, I think maybe Team SCYTES might just be in for a surprise.
Yeah, they are going to be in for a surprise. Ghost is sitting at around 60% HP. The boosters are coming in. He is using the heals and trying to come up to 75 at least to take the fight against the players of DRS. DRS with a high ground advantage as well. They are going to punish the squad of SCYTES really, really hard if they don't fall back right now. Booth, we do see him falling back, trying to get as close to his own teammates as he can, but from there I think it's going to be a troublesome situation for them if they are not able to take control of the scenario and just somehow push back the players of DRS. But lucky for them, DRS, they do not want to be aggressive in this situation. They want to take their time.
Yeah, they're taking their own sweet time, and it's completely understandable. But now that Team SCYTES are inside that compound, they kind of expose themselves to getting surrounded. Now, if DRS kind of try to surround them, then they can easily just take them down. But by the looks of it, I believe the players of DRS have kind of backed off, kind of thinking about the game in hand right now. They are playing the long game. They know that they might just go in and there are high chances that they will get eliminated. So they're not risking it. They're playing it safe. But talking about drops, the first airdrop has come in, M249 being used out there. 556, 100 bullets over there, extended mag, and level 3 helmet and vest. We are quite aware of it. Alongside that, we have a level 3 backpack as well. So we'll have to see who yields that machine gun and who wreaks havoc in the valleys of Sanhok.
Yeah, who is going to wreak havoc? So we finally have the view of the circle in front of us, and we're going to see how things turn out for them. We're going to see how the teams are going to plan to rotate. So far on the Cap Alpha Island, there's just one team. It's Stalwart Esports. Quite different from yesterday when you were and I casted the matches on Sanhok. This time around, there's one team on Tatmog, that's Venom Legends, quite close to the circle. The circle is split on all the 3 islands. Most of the teams on the Ruins Island already. Crossing quite early on is going to be super important. But where is R3D going? They are traveling along the edge.
Yeah, certainly. But right now, oh my goodness, members of 247, oh my goodness, Mr. Hughes with that nade taking Vegeta down, but Gaming will respond really quickly. But where are the remainder of the players? Nang is too far behind, as Gaming will instantly go in for that revive onto its Vegeta, as his teammates already charge in, and Mr. Hyozu will bite the dust as he gets eliminated. Team ElementriX, they are way too far to engage in this particular fight. Rahman also chiming in alongside, spotting down, blah, 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 but he survives with 30% HP. He needs to heal up. Team ElementriX either have to engage or they have to disengage from this fight. We'll just have to see as to what they are opting for. But they certainly do have that high ground advantage. If they want to get on the offensive, they can do that. There is certainly that option for them. But now, 247 Gaming, they are just charging in. They want to take this fight. They are angry. They are aggressive. They are hungry right now. But Tamim, on the other hand, takes down Tier. That too with a fist. Will confirm that knock. But Kapshi will respond instantly, taking down Orochi over there. But now, let's see what is going to happen. Well, Nang's position has been compromised. Rahman has spotted him out, blah, 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 still inside the compound. He is, Rahman is breaking down all those doves out there, but Kapshi barely with any HP. How does he go in onto it? Yashiro has already started cooking up a nade. That's going to be really, really deadly.
Yeah, that is going to be super deadly, and it's going to be super important for them to actually try and take this fight. ElementriX Nang is going to be finished off in just a matter of seconds, and there it is, 2 for 7. They do not want to give him an opportunity to come back and try and create chaos. Blah, 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 spotted out. He takes the fight, gets a knock somehow, and, well, not going to be able to convert it. So ElementriX, they are being hunted down, one after the other. Sonim is the last man surviving.
Yes, and this poor lad, I feel bad for him. He's just alone, lying, being one with the nature. And it's just a matter of a few minutes before, the players of 247 might just spot him out. And where does he go after this? This is going to be so confusing. Meanwhile, Mimo takes down one of the players. And 7Cs, they definitely look so much to be in sync. Taking down Machine as well. 2 knocks back-to-back for Mimo. That's really promising. That's really good. But now, members of Team ElementriX, let's see, last surviving guy, Sonim. Where does he go around with this? He has to avoid this fight. He has to go in for the position finish, because 16 position is certainly not a good place to take an elimination as far as I'm concerned, because you still not have got a single kill for yourself. Mimo, oh my goodness, this man is a machine.
Well, definitely he is a machine indeed. And well, he kills like a machine as well. But FutureStation in a lot of trouble right now. INES, they have spotted out Yashiro from the squad of INES, and Tamim is just trying to see if he can get his opponent in a more vulnerable position.
Yeah, right now. Tamim is in a bit of a pickle over here. He has to decide how does he have to take that fight. But by the looks of it, Team INES, they are looking to disengage. And today, what we are really witnessing is every single player is just proning around in the tall grass, not revealing their position. And Kapshi will also join the party. But, well, players of Team Freestyle. Well, FutureStation, I'm sorry, my apologies out there. The players, now what are they going to do? Are they going to commit or are they just going to back out? It's still a stalemate. It's still a standstill. And now, let's see how things are going to work out for this team right now.
Well, how are things going to work out, only time will tell. But Machine from the team of FutureStation, INES, Yashiro, he's in a lot of trouble. And he is going to be taken out in just a matter of seconds. The players of FutureStation do not want to let him live. They are going for the hunt. The shots being fired at the side of the smoke. The damage is being dealt. The utility being thrown as well. And it is a troublesome situation for this one player who's being grabbed around from two different directions. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The first squad being taken out is going to be INES.
Yeah, that was a one bad way to die. But now, 7Cs, Mimo. So this lad, he's gotten 3 knocks that I saw, but none of them could have been converted into kills. So that must have hurt him definitely. But still, with the kind of knocks he's getting lately, he certainly looks really well prepared for the PMPL. And this team, a roster that had been formed just recently, they are doing absolutely very, very well. Well, Hungry Box is quite far from his squad. But, you know, even if he gets knocked or anything happens, I think Mimo can be there for the suppressing fire. Now, what Team 7C have to do is they just have to stick onto the compound. Just hold on and wait and see what happens.
Well, definitely. Hold on to your dear lives and just wait and try, not just see, but try and figure out what is going to be the best possible result and how can you get that best possible result for your team. Also on the other side, 7Cs, they have had amazing performances, but they have had bad performances as well. But unlike the squad of DRS, their amazing performances aren't them getting chicken dinners with like 30 points, with 29 points, with 28 points. Their amazing performances are finishing in the top 3, finishing in the top 2. They need to be a little bit more consistent than that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, talking about the circle, we have seen the circle quite a lot of times. You know, Painan being the center area. And since Team Bablu isn't playing this one out, it's completely wide open. I would have, you know, wondered if any team really went in there to check. If it was empty, they could have just been there. And being in Painan, having good scopes, gives you a lot of opportunities up there. But we're still waiting for the next circle to come in, and we'll have to see where does it go. Does it go towards the southern island or does it stick to the center? Because Team DRS, they're also closing in. Players of Assiduous Esports, they're just beside them. 7C might just get into an engagement with the players of 247. R3D might just sandwich them. So all the squads in nearby vicinities, but still aren't engaging against each other.
Well, definitely not engaging against each other, but they do need to engage in and get the fight. But it is going to be an interesting situation to try and see how the fights are going to be taken. 2 kills right now confirmed for the team of FutureStation. And, well, from there on out, they need to move forward. But talking about moving forward, 2 airdrops coming in. The AWM is going to be there in airdrop number 3 along with the level 3 kit and the med kit.
I would love to see what's in the other drop as well. You know, one side we have the AWM. I would not opt for it in this situation, but I would definitely love that level 3 gears that we get alongside it. And if the other weapon is, say, M249, yeah, I would definitely go for it. Because it does create a lot of noise, but 100 bullets, enough to wipe out a whole squad in a jiffy. Just take your TPP in, just go running in, just start spraying, and then you just have to pray. And you just have to connect your shots, and by the time you are up done with your 60 bullets, one whole squad would have been easily wiped.
Yeah, so
it's easy to say that.
it is easy to say that, but it's hard to execute. That's the thing. But right now on our screens, the players of 247 have had amazing performances. Let's see if they can carry it forward. PN Crew once again in some trouble as Mr. Bora is going to be taken down by the players of CZxHIGHVOLTAGE. So PAINxELMT is definitely going to be contested. And the squad of DRS, they are going to be happy about it. And also, have been recently informed, we've been mispronouncing one of the players' name. It's Gyal Zen. Gyal Zen. That's his actual name.
Gyal, and then you have
Gyal.
a pause
Gyal.
and Zen. Oh, Gyal.
Yeah.
All right. It's Gyal Zen. All right. We'll be, you know, very, very specific with our pronunciation from now onwards. But now, Team PN, they have a good spot. If they take that compound, they might just be in the center. And with the way they've got those 2 airdrops right now, well, things are looking a bit sketchy for the players of 7C. Now, Mimo has to defend as the, you know, the push is already on. Wasif is going in open grounds. But one good thing is that Rahman is providing that perfect cover fire. Mimo opting for that revive. That might just, you know, take the, you know, kind of increase the difficulties of the players of 7C as Wasif can just get in any single moment. He spots that scooter down. He knows there are a few other peoples around. Just him. But now, 247's Wasif, he's cooking a grenade. One good grenade can change things around. But Mimo, he does want to retaliate with a grenade of his own. But Wasif throwing that grenade nowhere absolutely is going to change things out. But no, Gaming gets that knock onto its Mimo. They'll just push in, finish him off. And now the players of 7C, well, that was betrayal. They just left him alone out there. He came in for the save, for Christ's sake. And Rahman, well, taking down Strom. Now, trouble in paradise for the players of 7C.
Well, definitely trouble in paradise. The last game was really good for them. This game is going to be not so good, as 247 do actually manage to find them out and take them out of this game. A few of them, in fact. And Gyalzen finally getting a pick from, well, it was, I think, the players of Abrupt Slayers that he actually managed to take out. No, not Abrupt Slayers. It was Assiduous.
Yes, Assiduous Esports, they started off bad, but somehow they've recovered. And all the teams, you know, as the days went passing by, they've adjusted to the pace of the game. They know certainly how to play. And this is the final last day that we have in front of you. And we are finally done with all the games in rank. Now what we just have remained are the matches after this in Miramar, and we'll be finishing it off in Vikendi. So these 2 maps remain. I think the players have had enough chance to go off against each other to analyze where they kind of drop, how to counter each other. And on quite a lot of occasions, we did see that happening. But Gyalzen, well, he spotted down the players of Assiduous Esports, but the players of Assiduous Esports having that high ground advantage. We'll have to see as the circle closes in, the 4th circle starts forming. Where does it take that shift?
Yeah, where is it going to shift? Where is it going to go? I think that's going to be a pretty big question. And hopefully we'll find the answer out soon. But 247, they have been pinned out by the players of High Voltage. Aussie is just keeping an eye on them with the M4, while his teammates, you do see them going in for the flank. And he's doing a pretty good job of that. But 247, the breathing space that they've just received, they're going to use it to revive all the teammates that were taken down, which was in fact 2 of the members were taken down. The revives come in and the heals are going to come in. So when this fight actually happens, 247 and CZxHIGHVOLTAGE, they're gonna collide basically at full power.
Yep, that definitely will happen. But now the circle is gonna close in. We'll get the new circle being formed for us. And there you go, the circle has been formed. And well, all these teams have to make that rotation. That clearly means that 247 have to come out of their dens. And once they do, well, Ozzy is there to punish. Vegeta, it all, you know, kind of comes down to this lad. How is he gonna perform out there? Well, he was too much in the open and he gets punished. And Code Zero, well, they've kind of surrounded the players, but you know, they've got one of their players down as well. But at the same time, they might just get third parties at the players of FutureStation have also chimed in to join in the fight. Havoc getting that one beautiful knock onto its Gaming, who went in for his teammate. But well, indeed, they will be falling down. And now, well, 247. They have been wiped out, but now they have to be very, very cautious of the players of FutureStation. If they might just close in, then that must mean trouble. But no, instead, they'll be going in for the revive, and they do not have much time as 5 seconds remain, and they have to travel 489 meters inside the circle.
Well, definitely, the distance is a little bit too much, but they can try and see what is going to happen. But when things turn around, it is going to be a troublesome situation. It is going to be a troublesome situation. We do have the players of Venom on our screens, DRS right below them, and there's another team right behind them. So they have the high ground, but they've somehow managed to pin themselves down in the middle of two different squads and get sandwiched.
Yes.
And there's another squad, T2K.
Yes, there's another squad. And, you know, sitting at the outpost comes with its own set of pros and cons. You get a lot of vision, but once you are revealed, once your location is revealed, teammates, you know, your opponents kind of pin down their crosshairs on you. Just the moment you just peek out, you get headshotted, or someone just, if it's a player in the nearby vicinity, will just lob a grenade onto you. So, well, let's see what happens to the players right now. But in the meanwhile, Team T2K, SG, they are kind of edge camping. They have spotted down the players. PAINxELMT, Rohan. He has been spotted by Venom. Any single moment he comes out in the open, he might just get taken down. But in the meanwhile, Walker will be dishing out a lot of bullets and will be taking down Ozzy. But EvilEye will get that revive very, very fast. But I don't think the players of Team SCYTES will want to get away from their cover, would want to engage with the players. But right now, Venom Legends, they have utilized enough smokes going in for the revive, have certainly gone for that. But now the first aid will definitely come in onto its EvilEye. So he'll be back on full HP very soon. Team ElementriX has sawn him. The last player surviving, he is holding on. Somehow, he still remains alive. But if he goes down right now, that would mean nothing because he'll just get 0 points.
Oh, the burst shots from Venom do actually connect on his opponents. Oh boy. It is going to be a tough situation since the blue zone is actually taking out a lot of players out in the open. Down to 12 team, 37 players still alive. R3D in some trouble as the players of PN Crew actually start taking them out. And FutureStation are going to be backstabbed as well. We do see Venom Legends charging in upon them. And it's just one player from the side of FutureStation that's left standing. A troublesome situation and a really difficult fight arrives in his face. And he is going to be finished off. So Tamim, the last player, he is going to be taken out. And in fact, it was Karpshi, the last player. He was finished off by Shoykot. So we're down to 11 teams now, 33 players in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the way the circle has taken that shift, almost 50% of it being inside the waters. And now, Team Stalwarts, they somehow have to get in. And I don't think there is any chance on earth that they can, you know, survive till long. Because Abrupt Slayers, look at them. They've got their eyes pinned down on that entire squad. And they are the only squad right now who are inside the circle. Meanwhile, Hungry Box will be taking down Poison and will just instantly finish him off as the players of PN try to get in. Sandesh does have that M249. If he just peeks out, then he's gonna do so much.
It was Rafat who actually got the finish. I'm sorry, it was my bad. But coming back to the fight, 7Cs, they have pinned down Sandesh. And alright, so my question to you is going to be the fact that PN Crew, we have seen them perform and have really good team fights. But this time around in the scrims, every single fight that they have, it seems like it is always someone or the other of the players who's always caught off guard and is going to be caught in a really bad position and finished off. Right now, this one is going to be Sandesh. He does have his teammate behind them, but it's that open distance that's going to give him the trouble. Plus, the teammates are inside the water and they are swimming towards him.
Whoa, that was a very nice knock.
Oh, yeah.
And now 7C's Hungry Box. He is in a whole world of trouble. What just happened to Sandesh? He just was jumping and just got taken down in the blink of an eye. But Anubis from the behinds will spot down Hungry Box. And Team R3D somehow managed to survive. Caesar or Mr. Boro was there. And he will be saving Sandesh up. Now he's got just 20 seconds to give that revive and get inside the circle. He's just barely just beside him. 4 teams remain. 11 players still surviving. Team PN Crew. This might just be the match that they were searching for. They will be looting all those crates out there, will be getting those smokes, but no, rather opting to take down the players of Venom Legends. Now, Mr. Bolo has spotted down Nightwing, and in the right nick of time, Nightwing gets into cover.
Yeah, he's going to get into cover, but Mr. Bora is going to be in a bad situation as he's on the low ground. Sandesh is right behind them, but it's just a 2-player squad that remains. Venom Legends as well. Just the 2 players on the high ground are going to have the advantage. So we are all of an instant down to 4 teams, 11 players in this fight. 5 kills have already been confirmed by the players of PN Crew. But can they close out this game with the chicken dinner with just a two-man squad? That's going to be impressive. But if you look at the map, you are going to notice that most of the teams have already taken particular edges of this circle. Nightwing is going to be spotted out. Mr. Boro goes for the instant finish with the M4 in his hand, and perfect spray is being connected. That's going to leave Evil Eye, the sole survivor for his team. The squad of SCYTES, you do see them in the distance, and the squad of Abrupt Slayers right on the flank. Joker is going to get a kill secured for him, and Venom Evil Eye with a nade is going to take down Razor from the squad of SCYTES. Abood is going to be there as well as the last player left standing for his team, and it's going to be the high ground that protects them. Evil Eye needs to be careful. One good nade and he's going to be finished, so he needs to heal up, and he needs to heal up fast. Why was he using bandages? I guess nobody's going to ask him the same question with the bullets in his gun.
I mean, he's been shut down right now. I believe, in these late game situations, you do not tend to have a lot of first hits until and unless you get those loots. He was the last player surviving. He did whatever he could. But, well, Nuba spotting down Abood will instantly take him down. And the players of Abrupt Slayers have spotted down Sondesh. And he was in the no man's land. What was he doing? Soma out in the open. As Abrupt Slayers take that high ground advantage, and Mr. Boro, well, it's just seconds before he gets wiped away, but he is still trying to put up a fight. But that would not be enough as Abrupt Slayers managed to get a winner chicken dinner for themselves in the rainforest of Sanhok. And well, with that being said, as we finally come down to our last two maps, we are seeing quite a paradigm shift over here.
Yeah, the paradigm is definitely shifting. I mean, the teams on the top were done with their games. I think that's the reason. And you need to make sure, I think had they managed to cross the 200-point mark, then they would have been secure. But I still think DEADEYES guy on the first position is going to be pretty much... that's where they are going to be aiming for. DRS Gaming coming in as well. They've sort of lost the momentum that they actually managed to gain within the first 2 days of the scrims.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the curse of 3 chicken dinners still continues.
Yeah.
And Abrupt Slayers, talking about this entire map, how it panned out, they dropped off in boot camp, just on those warehouses, and they did not move at all. We did see the players of Team SCYTES dropping in the main compound of boot camp. They went on, they finished out one of the players of DRS, and they were inside the compound. They did whatever they could, but Abrupt Slayers having the blessings of the circles with the way, it kind of transitioned around, because initially we thought that it might be a pine circle. It just went going up. And up until the point, it was just Abrupt Slayers inside the circle, and that was their game to lose. They did everything perfect, courtesy to which they finally got the chicken dinner. Exactly,
as you said, it was their game to lose it, decided not to lose it. Perfect play is going to require you to be a little bit more patient, and that's why we, in the first 2 games of the day, we saw on Miramar as well, distance travel for the individual player from the winning team, the man who was the MVP, was just 4 kilometers in Erangel as well. Sanhok, that's the average distance that's traveled. Let's see what Abrupt Slayers are going to get.
Yeah, absolutely. I would
love... If we get to see the MVP from there, that is.
Yes. But apart from that, the remainder of the players, talk about 7C.
Yeah.
Mimo was playing really well at the start, but the way 247 just came in, it was so difficult to take that fight. That one knock. But I thought at that point, maybe the remainder of the players of 7C will just come in for the rescue. But they could not, because from the upper lines, we had another squad just waiting for them. They not just one, but another on this side as well. So they were kind of sandwiched, and that does happen in Sanhok. You need to know that every single time you're engaging in a fight, you have to watch out every single corner. No matter, even if you take down the squad that's in front of you, the squad that you're focusing on, some or the other creepy bugger will just take you down.
Completely agree with that. I mean, this is that one map, along with Vikendi, where you definitely know there's going to be someone close by. Vikendi, it's because most of the fights happen during the last few minutes of the match. I mean, post 22 minutes, post 23 minutes is when major fights take place. In Sanhok, it's because the map is so small and the locations are really close to each other. So because of that, if you are taking a shot, if you are fighting one team, and if it ends up being an extended fight, a lot of people are going to close by, and they are going to start to target you while you are already engaged and while you are distracted. So you need to be careful about that. And as you said, need to keep your eyes everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I have always been saying this one thing about Sanhok. every single time you engage, make sure you finish the fight in those 30 seconds. Because if you do not do that, some or the other team is definitely going to capitalize. Because that also comes down to the new points distribution table that we have. You know, kills being prioritized, even the placement points kind of being reduced for a few of the teams. They will definitely be hungry for the kills. And this exact thing we'll get to see in the PMPL as well.
I think 30 seconds is a little harsh, man. That's going to be a
I mean, on the safer side.
That's going to be a completely one-sided fight, a 30-second fight. At least take a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
No, that's too much. That's too much, Johnny.
We had a 10-minute fight in the match before this. I think a minute and a half is fair enough, dude.
No, but, you know, if you are in the open and you're engaging, if you then don't get done within 30 seconds.
Out in the open,
if you
I
have
think
cover,
60
take your own
seconds is like, 60 seconds is max.
60 seconds is
it's
too
max,
much.
Max.
Okay. Let's just be,
Let's out in the open. Out in the open, max 60 seconds.
Yes, 60 seconds. All, not yours, not mine. 45 seconds. Let's, just finish it.
But that's
45.
out in the open, completely exposed.
Yes,
fights.
completely exposed.
If you have compounds, then 2 minutes at least.
Yeah, take your own sweet time. As long as you're in the circle, nobody really cares. If you are having the blessings of the zone, then it's absolutely right. You don't have to get out.
If you have the blessings of the zone, don't fight at all. Just take the blessings and chill.
Yeah, but we've seen on numerous accounts that a few teams kind of tend to come in top 3, but they just have those 1 or 2 kills, and eventually those teams that have come 7th or 8th with say around 8-9 kills easily tussle them over. So these are the things. They were not huge drastic changes. By the looks of it, when you take a look at the points distribution table, yeah, it's okay, it's doable. But once the numbers keep coming in, once we get to see the numbers, we see such massive differences, and that is the reason why the players, like Ocean said, he's been having a chit chat with all these players over Instagram, and they say it's so tough to kind of adjust and adapt. And I think the scrims coming in at this time, that was the perfect time to test out and all your strats, all your skills. What are you doing wrong? Let's talk about team SCYTES. This is a team that in PMC or Pakistan, we knew this was a very good team. But what about the strategies? They kind of go in for the placement points. But they did realize that this is not going to work out for them. And now they're trying to change things around. They are still, focusing on this position. But still, whenever they get those fights, they are actually committing.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, once you start adding up the numbers and once the number of games reaches a certain point, that those 5 points that have been reduced for the chicken dinner team, they start to make an impact. I mean, imagine this. So 20 points earlier, you get 10 chicken dinners. That was 200 points, right? In 10 games, that was 200 points. Right now, take 5 points away from every single match. 50 points are going to be reduced to 150. So that 50-point impact is what you need to cover up with kills in every single match.
Yes, you need a lot of kills basically. Just
you need to get 10 kills in every single game to cover it up.
Yes, maybe maybe get even more. But right now, let's take a look at the MVP of this particular game. Coming back to Sanhok, and who do you think should be the MVP of this one?
Oh, that's going to be a tough one.
Let's just see for ourselves.
Let's just see. Oh, okay, it's Rafat. Yeah, the person whose name I messed up once. But Rafat from Venom Legends having an amazing performance, and 6 kills, 21 minutes survival time. So I think 4-kilometer distance travel is definitely what our MVPs are doing today. But I like the damage as well. 420.
Yeah, the lucky number, the golden number.
Yeah,
a few people love. But now I want to take a look at the top players. Not only Rafat, there have been a few other players that have really stepped up. And well, you can never rule out the winners of this game. And Nova was certainly over there.
Look at Frankie, 600 damage, just 3 kills.
Yes, 600 damage, 3 kills. It's looking good. So the hype that had been created around this player has not yet gone. It has not fizzled out just right now. Joker, he's doing good, but Captain, I'm still missing on that lad. Sandesh is also there, 3 kills and 572 damage. That's really good. 4 assists. So he might be wondering, guys, don't stop stealing my kills.
Yeah, and I think Rafat was taken out quite earlier. Yeah, 2 minutes before that final fight happened, and it was his teammates Nightmare and Evil Eye, I think, who were...
Evil Eye survived till the end.
They survived till the end. So this guy becoming the MVP, that's an impressive performance. Kills plus damage, an amazing performance. Let's have a look at the match summary as well and see the utility use is the conversion ratio for the entire game. So, wow, 62 knocks, 57 kills, but yeah. 80 smokes and nades. That's average, I think, for Sanhok.
You know, provided the... No, it's definitely not average. I must tell you why. Because with the way the circle transitioned around and with the way it took those curveballs, I expected a lot of players to be actually using the smokes and grenades. So they either did not loot or they did not really use. All the time relying on your frag potential on those assault rifles, that's certainly not the way it's supposed to be done. 3 airdrops being looted, quite a ballsy move, alright? So, but now, I want to see, and when we go into Miramar, what is going to happen? How are the teams going to play? Because that's going to be a complete different map with a complete different approach.
Well, definitely. Let's have a look at the standings for this matchup and see how things are going to go and how many points the teams have gotten in total. Abrupt Slayers, they have 25 points from this match. PN Crew coming in with the 18-point mark. But Venom Legends, they are on the 3rd position. 9 kills coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. 9 kills coming in as we move further. Well, Abrupt Slayers 10 kills, that definitely will be helping them out. But certain teams, they are looking really shabby today. INES, ElementriX, not even getting 1 kill, 0 points out of this entire game. That definitely is gonna hurt them. But Code Zero High Voltage, just those 5 points out, and 4 kills definitely helping them. So this is where, you know, the numbers game come in, right? The more kills you have, that's really gonna help you out.
Yeah, definitely. But ElementriX again in the bottom quarter. That's quite unfortunate for them today.
Yes. ElementriX, like I said, you know,
I wanted them to play like they were playing yesterday, man. Come on, bring in those back-to-back chicken dinners. Where are they?
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, what we are going to do is throw for a small little break. And when we come back, we will have the action coming in right for you guys on Miramar. Well,
oh, yeah, there's no break.
Well, there's no break, and let's just head into the action.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is started already, and it is going to be the matchup on Miramar with the trajectory right in front of us. And we're going to figure out how things work around and how things are going to go about in this matchup.
Well, absolutely.
But before that, we need the trajectory in front of us as well.
Yes.
Which is not there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting out, and, well, tough times, I must say, Johnny. Well, the players of Code Zero High Voltage, Kuni. We can see him. I just want to watch where he takes that jump, and let's see what happens. And right now, I have my speculations on as to which team is gonna get the chicken dinner, and we do have a flight path trajectory right under our screens right now. La Cobreya towards Puerto Poroso. That is where it is going towards, and well, we have quite an unfamiliar face with us who will be casting this match alongside me.
Quite a familiar is what you wanted to say, right? Not the unfamiliar.
I still stick to my words.
Yeah, still, whatever. Talking about the flight path, as you can see, it heads down till the Impala's area. Puerto Poroso as well, if players want to go, they can go to those areas as well from La Cobreya too. Impala looks like a good one. Los Leones looks like a good area for the players to loot. And so I had a question for Johnny as well when he was out there, and I want to ask the same question to you. Because now, when I asked this question to Johnny, it was 5 games left. Now it's just 2 games left. Including this one, if you're talking about it.
Yeah.
So how do you think the players should be playing these two? The teams who are in top 5.
So if you ask me how all the players will do, I'll just say just drop off at Picardo and just wipe each other. Whoever, make it a gladiators brawl, as you may call it.
This guy's a sadist, I'm telling you.
I am a total sadist. That's why I'm pain fixes. I love watching people in pain. But right now, as the circle is, right, Ocean, it's all the way up into its northeastern side. And we can actually get to see a vehicular manslaughter, and no!
See, either you laugh or you speak. Well, that happened out here. UMP being blazed out on the other side. Well, Code Zero is looking really good. I mean, they sometimes need guns, sometimes need just their vehicles to just wreak havoc. And now let's see what CZ will be doing. On the other side, you can see Memo moving forward from 7C, as he is just, as of now, just trying to spot the players. From DRS is going to be Gyal Zen, as he is alone in that building. But what will he do? Look at this. Memo's moving forward. An adequate cover is not out there yet, but this is kind of a tricky situation for him as well. No! That lead will take you down, but he also goes on as well. Then goes down the situation. Man, that was just out there, but...
What is going on, Ocean?
Why
would he do that? I mean, that has to be intentional. You know, if that was intentional, that is some next level, you know, 400, 500 IQ play coming out there.
What's yours?
Barely below 20.
Okay.
The silence sums it up. You know, I'm below 20. I believe yours is in negative.
132. Well, moving on forward.
That's just a random number he picked up.
No, I can show it to you.
I don't want to see.
All right. Well, moving on forward, DRS Nima is out here, and so they lost one of their players, right? Erangel Zen. So this guy has had a really good, I would say, run, because he has had a lot of frags for himself and whatnot. So now I would say we'll have to see how the situations just come up, how the things are going to be happening as of now, and look at the situations that have popped up with the players and with the summarizing of the zone, because zone is on the northern side. Previously, the zone used to be central and all those things. Now zone's on the northern side. Players have to move and whatnot. It kind of becomes tricky, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of really
because zone always throws you a weird curveball and you're never ready for that.
Yeah, but you know, now what we would really love to see the teams doing is go completely aggressive, and that is what Mr. Boro has been doing. And well, I'm still waiting for Absek to come in, because I have heard he's been traveling, and that's the reason he's not able to play. And once, you know, he comes in and chimes along with his squad, I think that would be a really, really good outing. But with that being said, you know, every single coin has two sides, right? It can go either ways. Either he'll be a surprising element, or else, you know, lacking the practice going against the Pakistani teams, he might just, you know, shatter away. But poison. What? Why would you do that?
And he, all right, I get it. PAINxELMT, that was a very good spray, but then the knock came out because he just jumped out of his own vehicle, man. That should not have happened. He was just, I would say, barely surviving on 10 HP. Who told you a joke, man? You're still laughing. Come on, share it with the whole class so that we all can laugh.
Yeah, I'm just looking at your face. That pretty much sums it up. But now, Dark.
Okay. Well, I would not be offended, because that's solely true. Well, PAINxELMT Dark, he's going to go for a revive, and that revive is going to be coming in. Yes, the revive is out here. So, talking about the areas, this movement was happening on San...
What?
Oh my god, no. They are going for the sprays again. No! Alright, so now they are looking for someone. No, that's PN Crew, and that's different. So now
He
they're...
just turned around, almost shot down his teammate, then he realized, okay, I have to take down Malik over there from Team Stalwarts. But him being inside that small little tiny shack, what are your probabilities that he's going to survive? Do the quick math.
If there are nades, then, you know, he's not going to survive at all. If they're coming one by one, then obviously he can take those players, because Malik was an MVP, I would say, in the first game, and that was the Miramar as well.
What I would have suggested Team PN do that, take that bike, just ram it, and the other player providing cover fire, that would have pretty much made it up. But now, Malik, he is being surrounded by the players of PN right now. He'll be going out, no, that grenade. Alright, so it's a saving grace for him. The players of Stalwarts have to come in really fast, but Sandesh, he's also present out there. And now, Sandesh needs to be taken down for, you know, the Stalwarts to kind of even the leveling field.
Yeah, that's true. So Sandesh will have to see, you know what, where he can also be of a good help in this situation, as Poison also trying to spot the... I mean, I would say what Poison is doing, and that's brilliant. What Poison is trying to do is he is trying to take players away from Malik, and that's one good thing, as Sandesh takes one for himself. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's using a mini 14, good with taps, good with those tap accuracies, and one player's down. Another one is what he has spotted, because that was seen out here. A good nade came from the other side. Sandesh got a bit, startled by that nade, I would say, but still now is back again. So let's see how it just goes with it. And again, the players are doing good. They're actually, you know, taking the team apart, taking Stalwart squad apart, and that's one thing they're doing. All right, that was a very overcooked one, but no, poison.
Well,
no, Mr. Boro, What is
Sandesh doing?
It's down to Sandesh. Let's see what Sandesh does. Will he be able to take up this fight? Has a mini 14 in his hands, but now Kashif is good with nade. What's gonna happen? Sandesh, and that is the end of PN Crew.
I do not know what is happening right now, but things are looking definitely completely different. This Miramar.
but look, think about it this way. Stalwart was actually not in the mood of winning this fight. Look at the way PNQ surrounded them. This was looking PNQ's fight.
But right now, let's get back to ElementriX. Well, Sonim, he's just proning down while the players of 247 have just surrounded him. This poor guy, what is he gonna do? Sonim has spotted. Raza, being the one quick on the triggers, takes him down. But the players of Team ElementriX, they're all the way up top. But Nang, how long is he gonna keep up with that spray? Because Raza will definitely go in for the heal out there, and Sonim will be meeting his makers really soon.
Yeah, probably he will be meeting them, if you say so. But, well, what I was discussing about is, look at the area in the map where the fights and all are happening. Mostly, it's Hacienda del Patron and onto the northern side of San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, those areas. And that's where the rotation from the other teams, you know, like FS, maybe SCYTES, maybe 7Cs if they have to go for a southern rotation. This is from where the most rotations are supposed to happen. Yeah. So, the circle shift is something that's going to be, the circle shift is something that's going to be really crucial, because that's where the players are falling down.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do not know with what mentality Team ElementriX approached that game, because Sonim, he was nowhere in a good position. That's a fact over there. He was he did not have proper cover. Even if he was downstairs, Nang was not there to help him out in that fight, because the way Raza just went out in the open, I thought maybe he'll be taken down had that been a setup. But now Team ElementriX still holding on to that high ground advantage that they have. They definitely have lost out on one of their players, but you'll have to move on from over here. Rahman also being spotted down by Mr. Hyozu, and he will connect a few shots out on those players. Having that mini 14, that is a really, really good weapon, I must say, in Miramar, and he is displaying that to perfection.
To perfection, totally. Well, now ElementriX Mr. Hyozu, he has spotted one, is trying to take one down. Good damage coming up from the first. Will it that connects? So 1 HP survival. Mr. Hyozu missed his mark just by 1. No, he was taken out. Alright, that's one thing that happened. He had to spot another one. I mean, that was just 1 HP shot that happened. I wish he had actually taken that one, and I think he took that one with a proper ease. Mr. Hyozu, I would say he's one of the perfect IGLs that there is.
Yeah, like one of the best IGLs, one of the IGLs with very good
for South Asia. Yeah,
yes,
he is.
Yes, absolutely. In this region, he's been playing since quite some time. Still, being that pillar, the backbone for Team ElementriX, has always been there. And players have come and players have gone, but he's the one that has kept the squad alive, kept the squad.
He's the element in ElementriX, kind of.
Yeah,
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But with that being said, the first airdrop comes in, the MK14, the perfect weapon, I must say, for every single map.
Yeah, the demon with 2 faces. Both has DMRs, both for close ranges. You can just use it either way.
And it defends you after the first shot.
That too. It's kind of that mini grenade vibe it gives up. It kind of defends you. El Azhar is where Venom Legends is. They have read the zone quite in a good way. Oh, Kuni, can you take this one? Can you take this one? He's going with a good spray. Can he take this one? Oh, 1 HP survival is something that happened. Kuni. Almost just yeah, totally. But no, Kuni also goes down. Almost. That's quick karma.
That's karma right back at you, as the players of Team INES managed to spot him down, and what we can see is some third-party action. But what I can suggest is that Kuni, get into a good place, get into a good cover. I mean, you still have your squad. Just get back to them, because you're right in the open. And, well, INES was from the other direction. If any other team comes in, you're basically done. And with his, Puggy's tires being flat, it's going to be a very, very hard maneuver for him.
It is going to be a very hard maneuver for him, as we see 7C Love just moving forward. He has to spot those players right out there. Let's see what happens as they are moving by the edge of the zone. I think he has spotted them. He is going for a red dot spray. Did not connect any of the shot as of now. Will he be able to do it second time? Nope. Second time, not even a charm. But, well, 7C Love moving back towards his teammates. He'll have to think about everything, because the second zone is going to be coming up really soon. And that's where the new storyline will be building up, with the shifts of the zones as we speak. Crucible is the back end of Crucible is where the team was. Now they have to move downsides, where ASE will be the one they'll be meeting them, because ASE is in the center of the next circle. And M249 coming up in the drop.
Yeah, absolutely. M249 coming in over there. And well, it's a good, decent weapon, I must say, in this map. A few of the players already know how to master the recoil. I've seen a lot of players going in with the 6 times spray, reducing it all the way down to the 3 times, and then on 4 times as well. But now with the circle, that's quite an even shift that was somehow anticipated. Assiduous Esports have a very good position for them, and so do the players of Stalwarts. Right now, Code Zero, they are in a bit of a pickle as the remainder of the players have to come in. Meanwhile, the players of T2K, they are just playing from the edges. Team FutureStation have to make a huge rotation out. But Assassin, he just has those covers of those haystacks for him. But apart from that, he's quite in the open. Also, adding along, he has to get inside the circle. I just hope he has a vehicle.
We do hope he has a vehicle if he has to just, move forward. Obviously, staying a bit away from your team, not a good idea. Staying with the team, it's a decent idea, but still, if you get caught off in the rotations, it obviously, costs you. We'll have to see if that happens or if that will not happen onto each and every area. Hassan Del Patron, again, that's where the fights were happening previously. Now teams have to move forward. We'll see how that just comes up. Minas Relays is one of the most important areas as of now as we talk, but we'll have to see how that happens, because Minas Relays is at the southern side of the circle, and players will have to move a bit north when the fights will be happening. Malik, alright, so this team again, in the previous game of Miramar for today, Malik had, if the team had 12 kills, Malik had 10 kills. Right now, team has 5 kills. I want to see how many kills Malik ends up with.
He can get a lot, provided the caliber of a player he is. He certainly is, he comes with a lot of aspirations and a lot of expectations out there. But now Aussie, he's in cover, but he might be in a lot of trouble right now. A booth being taken down, the players of SCYTES are moving in. This is a perfect chance. If he can find another knock, then things might change around. But Khan F4, well, from 247 going down, but Havoc providing the perfect cover fire from a far off fray. Now this grenade might just be the one grenade that they have been looking out for, dishing out so much damage. Code Zero out of nowhere. They are doing so much in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, so much in this fight, but look at this, the shots coming up. They're on the kill feed, you could see. There were players who were doing impressive, but now CZ, what can they do in the situation as of now? CZ's players, they are moving forward. Aussie's moving forward alongside with the backup coming out there as they have to get in to get those potential kills, to get those potential knocks turned up into kills if they can go for it. Phobia on the other side, Razur as well as Ozzy charms in, but can he get those kills? He's looking into the wrong direction. He needs to look into the other one, but Havoc with a good grenade. Nope, the wrong direction again from his side. Nothing done. But Ozzy, it's his time. That grenade deafens him, so it gives him the perfect time to pull up the pin. But again, onto the other side, he moves in.
No,
watch your back! Watch your back! No, he did not watch his back. No, he needs a backup. Instant stat. Havoc's out there. Reload comes in. Can Havoc do this? Goes for a good crowd shot. Takes down one. It's a 1 versus 1. 15 bullets, 14 bullets onto himself. But no. Can he take him up? Oh my god, that was a good one. Shot on the leg, and the person can never walk because he got turned into a crate.
Yes, absolutely. And with that, Code Zero, I do not know with what minds they have come in, but
yeah, the backup arrived right now. Alright, so fight happened. Alright, we are coming.
Imagine that buggy getting stuck. They still have to move 650 meters inside the circle. And Assassin having no first aids, still not finding any. He has to get in real fast. But now R3D, they might have their eyes set up on the players of DRS, and any single moment they might just find one player. I do not know if DRS are aware about the positions of the players, but this might be really tricky.
Yeah, this will be really, really tricky. As we see, look at this, R3D again. The back end is not empty. That's what they have to see. Plus, they have to move forward as well as the circle will be closing up slowly and steadily. As we will be talking about as Junkyard's area is where the circle will be going just a bit to the back end side of Junkyard. So Junkyard becomes an important area as we speak, and ASE is still again inside the zone. Venom Evil Eye has moved inside the circle while other team is following him. FS is going to be backing up with Venom Legends as well, but R3D Walker, he needs to walk because he needs to get those kills, but DRS on the back sides.
right now, I do not know what is going to happen. I'll just let the mystery unfold itself. But one thing for certain, Code Zero finally fall down, and it's been quite a run for them. You know, right out being in the open, and now finally getting eliminated. They somehow, you know, have to pick themselves up in the last map of Vikendi. But Abrupt Slayers, that is a very promising grenade coming out by Heaven, but barely missing out. And Gaming, if he gets that revive, that might be very detrimental. But Rahman, oh my goodness, he is also going to succumb to his injuries out there, and all those grenades flying out. Heaven, had he cooked that grenade perfectly, that could have taken down the whole squad over there.
Exactly, that could have taken down the whole squad over there, and Junkyard is the area, one of the most important, one of the most crucial areas right now, just for the movement of the players, if the movement happens in the right direction. Obviously, that's one thing that they need if they want to go for the wins, because win is the right direction. But 247's players are falling down as Rahman bites the dust. On the other side, now the movement is going to be crucial for quite a lot. I would say everyone as a circle is moving up as well, but no, ASL, Heaven, not giving any chance to 247's players, but 247, they are still trying to fight back if they can, but I don't think so. It's going to be lasting so long as... No! All right, now it goes up. Man,
oh man, but right now, Team Venom Legends, they are still putting up a fight against FutureStation. Gaming spraying inside the smoke and getting knocks left, right and center. 3 players going down. And Vector, that's surprising. He has it on it 4 times. And right now, Kapchi was just alive. And now, Team FutureStation just wiped out memories.
Oh, yeah, you know. So, with everything, and with the teams, with the numbers that they are, what do you think they are standing right now? Because, you know, things are looking not the best, not the worst, but topsy-turvy.
You know, after this match, I'm starting to wonder what kind of analysis are we going to put up? Because it's all a crazy show going on over here. You can never predict a thing that's happening right now with the players that they're going and whatever they're doing. So, it's completely a massacre. I do not know the perfect words. I certainly have run out of adjectives to describe this situation, yeah?
I'll tell you, the perfect words that we can say is now the players are opening up the plan Bs and Cs and Ds and E's and FNG and I'm telling you, this is what is happening. I'm telling you, this is what is happening
just going
for
YOLO.
Sure. And that's what they are doing. Their YOLO plan is plan XYZ. And that's what it is.
As you say it, but you know, look, the shots coming absolutely from everywhere. You know, where does Joker hide? Just that smoke screen saving him. But for how long? Nightwing will find another knockout there. But Joker, oh my goodness, he needs to get back towards his teammate. Evil Eye comes pushing in. Oh my goodness, he does manage to come in, but he will get taken down. Oh, this is complete disaster coming in. And right now, Venom Legends, they've gone all bonkers. Detron still surviving, still fighting as the cover fire comes in by the players, and R3D Esports, the last member surviving from his squad. Right just a few seconds ago, they were alive, and now they are gone. They are history.
Man, that nade ended up everything the way Venom Legends is playing. That is incredible. They don't need guns for the ending. They'll just go with the nade, and that's where it is. Izio was the final survivor. No, oh, on the other side, DRS again going with the same demise. One grenade just went down, and it took one. What's going to happen? As on the other side, DRS is history as well, as the situations turn up into the favor of T2K.
What is happening? What is happening? What do we do right now? Nades flying in from absolutely everywhere. Bodies getting taken down. And INES, they are the ones that are really smart. They haven't moved an inch from there. Why should you? Why must you? But now you have to get out in the open. And Team Stalwarts have their eyes set on them. As, you know, they are kind of trying to surround them. But right now, they also have to get inside the circle. And that's going to be really troublesome, provided the fact that T2K are right beside them. And now we'll have to see how all these teams from the southern side will make that transition to the northern side.
How are the things changing? You guys can see it. Now we are down to 7 teams, 21 players, and 6 zones will be closing up in less than 13 seconds. And unlucky 13 might be just coming up here. Look at this. Stalwart Stalwart players, they have to move forward. INES is in a bit of trouble, but what's going to happen? A good grenade, very good grenade coming up. But the damage? Nope, it was not there in the equation as the players are at a very good area. Plus that was heavily undercooked. If we're talking about Stalwart's other players are in the backside. So we'll see how this, combined effort comes up. But no! From the other area, entry does not let them make an entry as Morte goes down. Morte needs a revive, and Baba, one-on-one. Can he take this one? He does, but low on HP, critical health for himself as he falls down. Stalwart players are in a lot of trouble, as on the other side there will be much more players, but Kashif has to take up some fight. Malik is also looking for each and every inch, as Malik has 2 kills, but is an MVP player. This team has 10 kills for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Stalwarts getting that perfect position, being inside the circle is certainly going to help them. But INES still going in for the team game, going in for the revive, forgetting the fact that they have to somehow close it inside the circle, provided the fact that the players of T2K have been closing in onto it themselves, and Detron being picked up by Frankie. Zod also going down from Kashif, having that high ground advantage inside the dumpster. Oh my goodness, he is wrecking havoc. Kashif, right now, he's got his eyes set on the players of INES. The moment they come out in the open, they are gonna be shredded. Shredded is the word I must say. But they still have their vehicles. They're gonna go for a try-hard push out their entry. Will he make it to the players of Stalwarts? Yes, he certainly does. But now he has to heal himself up. Kashu finding him and will be taking him down. INES in a whole world of trouble. What are they gonna do?
This time Kashu has 8 kills. Look at the number of kills this individual has. We have the record set of the new kill system, with which highest individual kills in PMPL was taken by Malik. 10 was the number. Can Kashu take it down, because he needs to revive right now? If he gets that, it's good. Otherwise, he will be ending up himself at 8 kill legacy. But what's happening is Malik is the one who's getting kills for himself as INES gets eliminated. Perfect timing for Malik to go there and revive Kashu. As we speak about the numbers, they have 30 plus seconds for the revival and for the first stage to pop in. But can Stalwart win back-to-back Miramar games, as they started their day by obliterating the competition in this area and making everyone turn into the dust of Miramar?
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're just down to the 4 last teams remaining, and this is a dream run coming in for the players of Stalwarts, with the way they have been playing, with the way they have been coordinating. First initial few days were not that good considering the kind of experience that these players have, but now they have stepped up, showing the world what they are capable of. But Frankie, he's the last man. He's the lone survivor, the lone wolf as we call him. He's got potential to finish up squads after squads, but he has to be very, very patient. He has to be very vigilant. He needs to make those fights happen between all these teams. PAINxELMT having their 2 players surviving. Now Stalwarts will want to go close in, will want to get inside the circle, but Malik is heading into the direction of where Frankie is. If Frankie spots him, yes, he does take him down, but Morty, can he provide the cover fire? Yes, he does. And now Morty will be going in for the revive onto his fallen teammate. Now we just have 3 teams remaining, 8 players, and everyone wants one single thing. That is the winner, chicken dinner.
14 kills for the team. Look at this. Elements Luffy is outside the zone. He is doing something that's going to be healing out there, but what's happening is he will be falling down too low on those healing points is what took him down. Dark is surviving, but for how long? As Morty will be spotting him for sure. And on the other side, ASE, they have had bad games, but can they turn this one into a chicken dinner game? They have the circle for themselves where they were sitting. That's where the circle was going on and on and on, and they never moved a single inch. Now it's kill time. Sonam takes down 1, needs to heal, and that's one thing that's happening. But Kashuf, can he get a revive? This is his 2nd knock. That becomes critical. That becomes important. And PAINxELMT Dark, he needs to do just one thing, is let other people fight so that he can get to the 2nd position. But that is going to be difficult as hell.
Yeah, absolutely. But Malik really committing for that revive. But will he get that in the nick of time? Dark still has that small cover for him, and he will be exposed any single moment. But Assiduous Esports having that cover of that building. Now they have to go out in the open. 35 seconds remain as the 8th circle will be closing in. And if Stalwarts pull this one off, that will be the game. That will be the game. They will be setting the standards really, really high in the PMPL. But Dark, how long is he going to survive? Is his position compromised? Well, the players are not looking at him, so he's kind of sure over there. But now the fight will be breaking down between the players of Assiduous Esports and Stalwarts any single moment. Smoke cover is definitely there. All he has to do is be patient, is let these players fight in. Sonam spot, he is not coming out. If you are peeking out, you're gonna get taken down. But Hanul, he's also present over there. Kurkure will try to close in as the circle starts getting close. And Sonam deploying that smoke. They've done everything right. But Morte, he's right out in the open. This is the perfect opportunity for the players of Assiduous Esports to go in for the grenade. But Dark taking that Kurkure. This might just be a bad decision or might be a good decision. Let's see what happens.
Oh my god, Dark, what are you doing? You need to get those confirmations. If that's not happened, you'll be going down. Is this a zone fight for Dark? Yes, it kind of seems like it, but he's moving forward. He needs to take one down. Can he do that? He does. He takes second person down, but the circle is something not favoring him. And on the other side, Stalwart as well. Stalwart got a perfect chance. Just rush in to get that confirmation. Will they be able to do it? I think so, because that is where the game ends. And Stalwart, back-to-back Miramar chicken dinners alongside incredible kill numbers is what they are doing.
Wow. Just wow is the words that I have to say to describe this team, the way they played on. How many times have they been hammered down, battered down? How many times were the players knocked? But still, they got back. They got back. They kept on fighting. Every single squad that came for them, they were prepared. They went in. They killed them right from the start, right up.
This is what happens when you are a World League team. This is what happens. This is how they do it. Let's have a look at the MVP as well. Kashuf exactly has 9 kills. Still not able to break his own teammate's record.
Does not matter. Does not matter with the way they have played. They are a happy bunch right now. 893 damage, 9 kills just from this one player. I would love to see how many kills that this particular squad has gotten for themselves. They have been absolutely everywhere throughout the map. And this looked really so difficult, but they made it look so easy. And, still surviving with 3 players in the end, getting that chicken dinner, that's not a small feat.
Back-to-back is what he got a revive. But then let's have a look at the top players as well. Top 5 players in particular. In return, exactly, this guy had 6 kills for himself as well. 905 damage. Then coming up is Morten from the same team. I mean, Morten and Kashuf, they did incredible. We're talking about 4 kills for him as well. And then Malik. This guy, if it's Miramar, this guy comes up in any way, shape or form in top 5, being an MVP, being in the top 5. There he is. And then Nightwing with 4 for his own self.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Venom Legends, they've also gotten quite a lot of kills. You can see just 10 out here, but the remainder 3 are from the winning squad. Well, I can see 16 kills already right now. And I'm yet to see what the other player, the last player, got for himself from this squad. And, well, this was quite an interesting affair this time around in Miramar. Now let's take a look at the match summary and see how many smokes and grenades were used. 245. The players did go bonkers. 2 vehicular manslaughters, 5 grenade kills, 70 knocks, 60 kills being converted, 2 airdrops being looted.
Everything has a number here. Everything has, like, there's nothing
There's
zero.
always a number.
Nothing left
Oh,
zero.
yeah.
So everything kind of has a number here. And 60 kills, that's a brilliant conversion ratio. Given the fact, think about it.
Yeah.
For the final survival, there were 3 players surviving. They were not killed, obviously.
Yes.
Only 1 player went down by the zone or something, and then it's like 60 people died. That's, I would say, one of the highest if I've seen.
Yes, of course. And one more thing that I want to.
That is the number that maximum can just.
If you remember, right in the start of the game, Stalwarts, they were in a bit of a pickle. They were stuck in that one of their players. I think that was Kashuf. He was stuck in that small shack, and he did not have any of his teammates around him. But they got in, they wiped out the whole squad. And after that, fights after fights, they did everything. And I do not know. I am still yet to find that perfect word to describe this map.
And that's where Kashuf, I would say just outshined with everything for this particular match and took his team to first position. I mean, talking about the positions, let's have a look at the standings as well. As 15 points were given to Stalwart alongside 17 kills. What?
I'm not surprised.
But this is the first time we are seeing a team hit 30+ points.
No, we've seen
in this one.
Yeah,
in PMPL feed, the PMPL Scrims feed or something.
No, we've seen that in different occasions. I've seen 33 points also. Yeah, and now if you go on Assiduous Esports, they did really hold on very well. 9 kills, 21 points. Venom Legends, courtesy to those 12 kills, and look at the position points, 4. So that is where, if you go on a high kill spree games, this is where you're gonna get in, and that's gonna really bolster them up in the overall standings. But as we move on further, team sides, look at them getting absolute 0 points. It's just as if they were never there in the game.
So this is where it comes up. PMCO Pakistan champions kind of faltered, but World League team kind of went up. So that's where, you know, experience. This is a difference of experience, I would say, that just came up. No doubt, SCYTES is an incredible team, but mistakes. Once you make some mistakes, once you just let your guard down, that's where everything just goes wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. But this map completely went haywire. I mean, Ocean, is this what we are gonna witness in the PMPL? I mean, such crazy action.
I would say even more. Even more is what we're gonna witness.
I mean, definitely. Then, you know, the other day will just be, you know, bursting our lungs out. And that's certainly something that we would love to do. With the way, you know, the match went up, I was so accelerated. You know, I was so happy to see this players put in absolutely everything. And now everything comes down to certain something. That's where you take a look at the overall standings. And, well, let's see who's on the top. DEADEYES, guys, still standing tall. I think even after the last final game, they will still be holding on to that first position.
That's the impression you gotta make. Your matches are over, but still no one's, you know, everyone's chasing you. That's the impression that DEADEYES guys had. Venom Legends are trying to get there. 155 points they can, but then the number of kills that they need is like
be around more than 20 or 22.
It's like everyone will have to just come to them and just say like stab us or something.
Yes, you know, not just stab us, just kill us, you know.
If everyone's coming towards them, then, you know, stabbing is the best thing, you know. It's like,
no, I would just shoot them down.
All right, yeah, that can happen. Well, but we'll talk about top 5 teams. 247 just went a bit down if you're talking about the numbers and whatnot. Team Bablu is on the 8th position with 129 points. They can go even further down if A1 Esports, you know, just chime in, but they are not playing, so that's one thing. JyanMaara as well. So let's move forward onto the other side to see what is going to be happening out here and what is going to be going forward with everything as we see and as we speak.
The curse of the 3 chicken dinners does still stand. 3 chicken dinners for ElementriX, but just 114 points.
You know what, something, I just feel like I don't need a break after this one as well. I want that last match to just come up as soon as it comes up, because
I'm getting restless already.
But I just want to see what happens in the situation, because this is where it is. I want to see how close team number 2 gets to team number 1. How close, because it's kind of a pressure of 2,500 and 1,000 as well.
Yeah, that is a thing, but you know, there's a different storyline forming around here. You know, that's the battle for the 3rd or the 4th position, you know.
Yeah.
Till 3rd, you are getting that $500. But if you're coming 4th, you're getting nada.
Yeah.
0. And there's a high chance that, you know, the teams can really get to that position, provided it's just 5 or 6 points difference when we saw. And now anything can absolutely happen. Absolutely anything. In Vikendi, I think we're just going to go mad. He's already mad, and I am starting, you know, I'm in that phase of being converted. But, you know, what do you know, this is the last Vikendi, right? This is the last game where you just put in everything. What are your expectations?
I'll put in everything with my casting as well. Plus, what I want is 7+ teams for a heal battle in a city where 7+ teams are just, you know, just going with.
No, I don't want to heal battles. I want to see action right off the bat.
No, I want to see action right off the bat. Then I want to see a bit of slothiness that happens. Because that happens always. You cannot rule that thing out of Vikendi.
No, I completely disagree. With the way, you know, the teams are playing right now, you talk about Miramar. Right off the start, we saw so many fights happening right till the end. There was not even a single time when there was complete, you know, calm throughout the map. And, you know, in Vikendi, I want the teams to be rushing into the compounds, just going after each other.
I want one more thing. I want Venom Legends to get kills, just to see where they go. No pressure. No pressure, Venom Legends. But if you're watching this, no pressure. I mean, but still.
I'm playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you'll watch this, just remember I said it with no pressure. But still, I want to see how close they can get to DEADEYES, guys. How close will it be if it is? because imagine they'll have to play with each and everything on their mind. If they, stop, if they become the first team to get eliminated by some pressure, other team might have a chance. And that's where, 500,000, that's where the prize pool comes.
Yes, but you know what I want to see? DRS or Abrupt Slayers. Which team is gonna get that third position, those $500? With that being said, we will not be heading out for any break. We'll just go right into the final game as the flight path trajectory. Ladies and gentlemen, the last match of our PUBG Mobile Pro League Scrims Season 3 of the South Asian edition is right in front of your screens.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fasten out your seat belts as there will be a few people.
There'll be turbulence.
There will be turbulence of bullets as there will be a few people just, dropping down from this plane. As you can see, the flight path ends to the southern side of Peshkova, Cement Factory, Castle, Mount Krasnik, Port Vostok are going to be some important areas, Goroka as well, Villa as well, as players are dropping down. From the southern side of Bihar is where it all starts, and it all is going to be ending to the final circles as we will be speaking. We'll see where the circles come up. We'll see how it goes. If there's a water circle, it's something much more trickier than the normal one, but no, it is a landmass circle. As you see, the central lines is with Goroka.
Okay, well, Vikendi really threw off the players. A lot of the teams going to the southern side, I see a lot of teams on the eastern side. But talk about the center of the circle. Code Zero and our players that are, just shining around. That is Team Stalwarts. They can get another one. They can certainly do that. But we see a lot of action also coming up maybe in Dobro Mesto as Team ElementriX just land right beside Team Sides.
Yeah, well, that happened though. But then there's another thing that I'm pretty worried about, and that is CZ. They are landing at Goroka. They have one good area for themselves. But there's one team that I'm happy about. It's going to be Venom Legends because they have a good area at the southern side of Bihar is what they have. I can hear a few Thompson shots, a few gunshots, and that's where R3D falls down. Joker! Oh my god, again, R3D's Joker got, if I'm not wrong, he got taken down, and Anubis is the next one following him. This is where R3D is lacking something. I don't know what it is, but it's something related to gunfights as, again, another one goes down. Oh my god, R3D, the game just started. And 7Cs, the game just started for you as well, and you are just using guns in your best of the best ways.
And you call for 17's heal battle? No, my dear sir,
think so.
That is not gonna happen. This is the exact trailer that we wanted to see right off the start. Teams going after each other. Well, Smokey, he is just surviving on 20 HP. He does not care. He just wants to push in onto its Ezio. 4 players. That's a horde pushing right up at Ezio. How is he gonna survive? He's got the Tommy gun though. He can actually spray in. He's got 50 bullets as well. Let's see what he does with this. It's a possibility that he might just pull this one out, but he's alone. Well, the players do know where he's positioned at. They're just gonna rush into his compound. He just has to spray and pray. He does get one, but no. The squad just came in from absolutely everywhere. Who anticipated that guy coming in from behind, right from the balcony?
Yeah, well, that happened though. But, oh my god, the situations that have changed for each and everyone. Look at this, ElementriX. This might be ElementriX's game as well, as they might go for the fights against SCYTES. And SCYTES, they had a very terrible previous game. Now, what's going to happen? Are they going to change everything against ElementriX? Look at the situations. ElementriX, one of the most, I would say, reputed teams in South Asia. And SCYTES, a team that has won PMCO of Pakistan. We'll have to see how the situations come up. A good smoke popped up. I don't know what's going to be used for, but still, it can confuse your enemies if you are just moving forward with everything. But now, let's see how it goes as ElementriX has to move in. They are just sitting right next to those stairs. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Team ElementriX are in a bit of a pickle over there. They've been having their tough days, but now they have to pick themselves back up. Nang, in the cover of smoke, he is fighting. A bull being taken down by blah, blah, blah. Now Razur is the one man surviving. Now Team ElementriX is just gonna cover them out. And well, Razur fights off against blah, 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 takes him down. He just goes outside his compound. And Sonim, he has to be well prepared for them. Ghost coming in from the black lines. But Team ElementriX, they look very determined. They look very great taking down Razur, but Razur will instantly back off as as Goose shifts onto its Stormy gun, but Sonim will be taking out Razur. Now the revivals are definitely gonna come in as the Ghost chimes into the fight, and now Nang, he's burning. Sonim is burning as well. One more good grenade by Ghost might seal things up for Team Sides, but now Team Side, with this last man surviving, what are they gonna do? Sonim is going in for that heal battle, but Goose being taken down from backlines, blah blah blah, will be ending them down. Team ElementriX off to a very, very fantastic start with getting 4 kills out from this game.
Well, yesterday when I was not actually casting, I got one fact previously. Yesterday when I was not casting, Sonim got 12 individual kills.
Yes.
And today is when, the 10 kills happen. What I would say is 12 kills is actually a very good one. So I'm really sorry for that one. I did not cross-check it because I was not casting that one match. So that's where it happened. So I would say, yeah, I was pretty sorry for that fact. But well, if you're talking about this thing, I would say Malik has the best skills in Pakistan region. Sonim has the best skills in his own region. I mean, it's all about this game. Well, for if we're talking about it.
You know, at the end of the day, we are all humans, right? It's all right. It's all right. You know, every single game, every single stat, sometimes you just tend to miss out. You know, that's why the mad scientist.
I was not in that game, so I did not even remember.
It's all right. You are a mad person anyways, and it's all right. You know, it's all right. You completely justify your name. It happens to the best of the people on the best of the days. It's okay, Ocean. Now, coming back to the action that we have in hand, we have the players of 247 there. Khan, MP5K, what are your thoughts about it? What about your thoughts on this gun? You know, this mean weapon, if you remember the World League, Ryzen and the MP5K, they are a different love story altogether.
I mean, Ryzen using that gun has actually, given this gun a new... Dr. Ryzen using that gun has given this gun a new, different scenario. I mean, you can use this gun with a good number of scopes, right? Because previously, if you're talking about SMGs, Uzi just gets a red dot, maybe holographic. Thompson as well just gets a red dot and holographic, but this gun, my friend, gets you quite a lot of things. Plus, this gun kind of competes with UMP as well, if you talk about it. On the other side, about the competition, T2K is doing incredible as CZ. All right, so that also became a bad situation. Assassin is out here. Assassin, what can he do? As you can see, Assassin needs to take that M24 shot, but no, he decides otherwise as of now.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, let's see what the players of Code Zero have to offer. Well, he has a bolt action. I love that. Oh, this is where I say, in Vikendi, bolt action does shine. Zod, if he barely just peeks out, shows even a pixel, that's a head being popped over there. And that is exactly what we want to see. Some heads being popped. And, well, I'm really missing out on top. As, Deadeyes, they're just chilling out, having their popcorns, or even a chicken dinner. Like, I think they are the potential winners, right? They are the ones who'll be going home with $2,500. And that's a lot of money. You can get chicken for a whole year.
Yeah, you can actually get chicken for a whole year. And now Assassin, he has to take a pick. I mean, I want to see those bolt actions just coming out because we have seen lesser number of bolt actions. We have seen a few, but lesser number of bolt actions if we talk about it. But now, Mr. Burrow, what's he doing? He is just taking up his own area, but is it going to be worth it? He has to move in. And no, check your sides, man. That's where it all just went wrong. And now Poison has to move forward as well for his own self. But now, can he go with the throwable? As this might look like a decent fight for him. Has an Uzi in his hand, but those 35 bullets is something that creates a lot of troubles for himself. As you can see, spots 1, spots 2, but no, won't be an issue as from the other side is where he goes down.
Yeah, and Venom doing so much from up top. That high ground advantage really, really helped him taking down the players of PN Crew over there. And Sandesh, oh my goodness, he's just helplessly wondering as to what he can do at this single moment. But Zod, he'll just be yelling, revive me, my friend, revive me. I need you out there. The smoke's coming in, and PN Crew, they've been eliminated. 5 kills going into the favor of Team T2K. Every single player. Who said, Ocean, this is going to be a slow affair in Vikendi? I told you, they are going to be guns blazing. Action right out of a movie tonight.
Yeah, right out of a movie tonight if you're talking about it. But now, again, CZ, they still have 0 kills, plus they lost their 2 members. And losing 2 members in these situations, in the early situations, kind of, make you feel a bit more passive if we talk about the gameplay, if we talk about those things. But now we'll have to see how it just goes up. As they still are on a bit of a lower ground. You can see Cooney, he's on to a bit of a lower ground if you talk about about it. And I would say the situations kind of arise bad in that one. T2K, this team has been decent right from the start of the first day. Let's see how this team, just confirms the ending of the final game.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see what they are going to do right now. Code Zero, they also in the nearby vicinity, and now T2K having that high ground advantage. I just want to see if Nobita has managed to spot him out. And Assassin, he's also proning in, but Guile's in. Well, he's got a knock for himself. DRS must get a lot of kills. And what? He's burning Rafa down. And what is happening? This is going completely bonkers. Talk about Miramar going crazy. This is absolutely anarchy happening out here in Vikendi.
Happening out here in Vikendi, that's true. But, oh, okay.
Make that a low toss.
No, oh, that was a weird trajectory. Where did the grenade go? Well,
Oh,
that was smoke. All right. So that's something, but no.
He's dying anyways. Galton, just spare him.
And now he goes for a low toss. Look at his hand. He goes for a low toss. But what's gonna? Is he gonna die with the nade? Is he gonna die with the nade? No. All right. That's still higher. Okay.
That's another
And that's
smoke.
another smoke.
He's just mocking him around. He's just mocking around, to be honest. Oh, my goodness. What are we witnessing right now? Kuni. Well, this is a kind of a standstill. I want to see some action happening over here. 247, they have also chimed in. And any single moment, they might just join the party. But right now, the circle is still, kind of closing in. We want to see where it completely shifts. The first circle. Just about to close it. We'll get the second zone. Where does it form? What are your predictions, Ocean?
All right, so as of now, this, I would say, obviously, we should go for a central, yes, exactly, we should go for a centralized one, and this went for a centralized circle. Again, Goroka, kind of an important area where INES's players are, where Kuni is, I mean, you can see Kuni, and this is kind of, see, he's at the centralized spot, so that kind of seals the deal for this guy for not moving to any other place. Well, let's see how it just pans out, as Villa and all those areas on the southern side are a bit empty, like the Villa is empty, so if someone wants to rotate to that area, it seems like a good rotation.
Yes, certainly. It does seem like a good rotation, but if Code Zero, they do not do anything in this particular fight, I believe they can be taken down by the players of INES out there. But Assiduous Esports are also closing in. So every single squad has got their own sweet little compound that they are holding on to. Now, I guess with that first very explosive first circle, now I think we might just go in for a small little pause. Now teams will not be kind of engaging against each other. Well, the second airdrop has come in, the AWM, and not the best attachment alongside it, the suppressor in AR. I would have loved to see a sniper suppressor at this point, and I would love to see someone yielding that mean machine, yielding that and taking a lot of heads out. But Team T2K still just spotting down the players, but still not going for any kind of engagement, where on the sidelines we see another battle getting out.
Yeah, as of now, we can see another battle just, will be engaging up as we talk. And Malik takes down one as of now. But on the other side, FS gets eliminated as we see, as Venom Legends is doing incredible. I mean, if I have to say something, I would say this team will have to see what this team does, because they have 3 kills. They need more, and they need many more if you talk about numbers, if you talk about those things. So we'll have to see how it just goes up.
Yeah, of course. Let's see what is going to happen now. Team Venom Legends, 3 kills for them so far. Code Zero are in a bit of a pickle over here. 2 players already taken down, Kuni and Assassin, the last 2 members surviving. And Train to Kill I can actually commit for the push. If they are aware or that 2 of the players just remain, they can try to bait a few players out, get knocked, but maybe trade them back. But INES, if they spot out the players from the backlines, well, Code Zero, at least get inside some compound. You're too much in the open, exposing yourself, and then again you're going on the aggressive front. This certainly is raising questions.
Yeah, this is raising questions if you talk about it. But well, now with everything, again, CZ's players, still those 2 players, I mean, I don't know how it is going to change everything for them as we speak and as we see, because you can see how the situations are, right? They are still at the lower ground. The fight is still at the slowest of the pace. And Goroka, again, being that important area that it is, it still kind of will be a bit tricky for these players to just get out and to get moving and all those things. So, yeah, it kind of will be a bit of a difficult thing for them, as the zones are moving and they are still out here. But still, the slot circles is what are binding us.
Let's see what is going to happen as all the teams have just started closing in. I think the final few moments of this map are going to be absolute bonkers. It's going to go completely haywire. It's going to go completely crazy. You know, these are not players anymore. They are maniacs. They are hunters. They are animals. They'll just be going after each other without even caring who the other player is right in front of them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna get to see in the last final circles. But now T2K are finally starting to make a move. Cooney's position has been compromised. He's just gonna back out from this one, get into the other compound. Assassin and Cooney, if they get closer to each other, they're just making themselves sandwiched. But ElementriX, well, they are kind of coming in from behind, and they might spot down the players of INES. Now we are in a kind of standstill with 4 squads out of the equation. We just have 12 squads remaining, and as the circle starts closing in anytime soon, we'll have to see which team survives till the end. How many kills are they gonna get? Which team will be getting that 3rd position? Is it gonna be Abrupt Slayers? Is it gonna be DRS? So many questions up on our minds, up in our hearts. They will be answered after this game.
They will be answered after this game, well, if we talk about it. But again, another airdrop coming up, as you can see. This time has a Groza. We saw AWM, we saw Groza, we saw the way you know, players use these guns to their favors. Even we saw MKs as well, just coming up. Not right now, but in the previous games, you know, MKs have had a really good impact. If we talk about the guns, if we have to talk about the guns that have been used, M249 has also been used out here quite a few times. So yeah, those things have had their ups and downs and all those things, but still, it just comes out how players, you know, just use up and how players just go for it.
Yeah, let's see what they do in this one, in this game. Well, T2K, I think they should, you know, really commit for this particular play. They should really go in for the push, because you do not want to have unwanted neighbors right when the final circle fights begin, because we are yet to see that curveball. From what I'm really speculating, the circle kind of going a bit tilted towards the southeastern area. I believe the next shift might just go northwest, might just go as to where ElementriX are. And ElementriX, this is a squad that has been doing phenomenal in Vikendi, and I want to see what they are made of right now. Same goes for Team 7C. Well, this team started off with a very dismal performance, but as the days passed by, they just started stepping up every single play. They started going good.
Yeah, they started going really good if you talk about it, and how the things are happening. As you can see, 12 teams still surviving. But man, Fixes, I told you, if anything, slot circles are a curse for this area. But now the fights should be happening anytime soon. I mean, but how long will this fight happen? Because the fight, if a player has run in, can they just go for it? Because TRS, again, another impressive team if we talk about the circuit. They won the fights, even if we're talking about PMCOs and PMPL Scrims. They won each and every fight if we go for it. Now let's see how it comes up, because 7Cs again. If we talk about Vikendi, we talk about 7C.
Yeah, of course, we can never rule them out. But DRS, they've got a lot on line right now. They're doing really good on the point standings. Now, Mimo lodging that molly in, and well, nothing has happened so far. But Mimo, I want Fear to chime in inside this particular fight. And DRS, they're still holding on. Those smokes being just that one barrier between DRS and 7C. They haven't committed to the push yet. But well, I want the remainder of the players closing in. What is Fear doing at such a far distance? Smokey V2 has come in closer, but Hungry Box, he is up ahead, up above in that compound, watching everything, collecting every single possible information he can collect, and he's relaying. Now Fear comes into the fight. Now we will see this battle breaking out inside the small compound, and it certainly has. And now Galzen will get that first knock onto its Fear before Mimo trading it off. Now Mimo is going on for another spray, gets a second one. Mimo, he's obliterating every single person out there. And well, now 7C, they are in complete control of the fight, as Galzen still somehow has got a lot of metal. He's taken 2 down. What is happening, Ocean?
Galzen, can you actually finish this off for yourself? What is happening? I mean, the situation has turned to different tides. 7C versus TRS. Who's going to be the last team standing, the last man standing? As we see, what's happening is that Hungry Box is hungry for the kills, but can he take those kills for his meal? Can he? No, he cannot. As Galzen does the impressive one. He loses 2, but can he go for the final revive, as Mafia Ninja needs one from his brother?
And look at this. PAINxELMT also are going to join the party. And, well, is he aware about it? Does Galzin acknowledge the fact? Mafia Ninja, he's just crying in the corner, yelling, screaming for help. But can the help come in time? What Galzin really showed us was pure masterclass. But, you know, Hungry Box, to be honest, kind of messed up that fight. His crosshairs were kind of very low onto his feet. Had it been just a bit up, things could have been different. But talk about Team Venom Legends. They are also joining the party, but Rohan will be taking Ditron right out of the equation as he had a very, very good angle onto him. Evil Eye also goes down as Nightwing will be fighting back with a grenade of his own. Mafia Ninja succumbs in fact to his injuries, but Galzin, he has to stay alive. He has to escape from the situation. He needs to make it to at least top 5. He's got the kills. He can live on to that. But with that being said, PAINxELMT kind of pushing in onto its players of Venom Legends. They know that they can take this fight. Entry in fact taking down Sona, but Luffy will just wipe down the whole squad. And Venom Legends, they're also history.
This ended bad. You know what this means, right? We know that DEADEYES guys, they already have been at the top. But still the question arises, who wins the last Vikendi match? Because it still has a bigger stakes, because one final win can actually boost the morale of the teams for that PMPL that is right around the corner. This is Scrims. The bigger story will be there right in front of you sooner, sooner, sooner. But before that, 5th zone will be closing up in less than 40 seconds. ElementriX on the other side, they go out as INES's entry puts up the final bullet.
What is going on? Oh my goodness, how is Galzin going to make his way inside the circle? But talk about the circle, well, it's kind of favoring the players of 247, and now all they have to do is play their cards right. But PAINxELMT, they do realize that there is someone still alive. They want this kill. They're hunting him down. All the players closing in. They do not care if this is the 5th circle. They do not care that they have to get inside the circle. They want this particular kill. But can Galzin do it again? Can he clutch it out? His position has finally been given up. He has been throwing down smokes left, right, and center, surviving, buying enough time. And that's a good strat. If you're not going in, do not let the opponent go in as well. But now, PAINxELMT, they look to be retreating. The few of the players have already started making their way inside the circle. But what is Galzin going to do?
Zone says hi to you. You gotta say bye-bye to it. But now Galzin drops down inside the building right now. He has to move. But can he move from this area? No, the area is small. So they leave one player behind so that he can take care of the business of the unfinished business with Galzin. Is he going to be Dr. Ryzen? How many firsts does he have? We'll be seeing that as well. High voltage goes down, but Galzin, spare him. He has 4 for himself. Already goes for the first aid right now. 4. This is going to be turned out into 3 as we speak. Now he is looking forward for one thing. He's like, all right, I might not go for the fights. I will be going for the first stage, waiting for the players to go away. If they go in the right time, Galzin might just make inside the zone. He is moving forward. Oh my God, good strategy by this guy. He now tries to move, but for how long can you move? Plus, he can use first stage while moving, and that's one thing he is doing, and he is doing it good.
Yeah, absolutely. He is doing it just fine, but how long can he do that? Just that one first hit remaining with the players of PAINxELMT completely focused on Galzin. How on earth is he gonna get inside? Well, the last first aid has also been used up. The 5th circle will close in. The 6th circle, that damage is gonna hurt him. And now Galzin does power out dark. Will take it. Will secure that kill. This man is not a human being. He's a monster. He's just hunting down praise, but regardless of the fact that he's gonna fall down. Well, to Morte?
Wait, where? What? How?
Yes! Just Morty took him down with a bison.
I mean, obviously, he was just one bullet shot, right? He was taking that zone's damage. But, well, now let's see what Stalwart does. As Stalwart has had back-to-back, Miramar wins. But then, now all it comes down to is one thing. Who will be the Vikendi finalist? I mean, the Vikendi ender. Who will be that person? As we see, who's that team? As we see, ASL's Joker just trying to take the players down. I mean, he is doing really good. But on the other side, Raza takes down one from Stalwart. It's going to be Baba this time. But Joker is trying to do everything good. If Joker can, as you can see, those tap shots, he's just trying to hit one shot. If it does, if he hits one good shot, he might know the location of a player. Even if it's a headshot, even if it's a leg shot, it might just reveal something for him.
Yeah, certainly.
Information.
Absolutely. Well, Abrupt Slayers. Well, they're still playing safe. They might just get that third position that they were looking for, provided DRS are right out of the equation. But the the 5 kills by Gayalzin, that might just, maybe seal things out for them. But right now, Abrupt Slayers, what are they going to do? What are they going to get from this particular map? But 247, they are in the best of the spots right now. And they have spotted down the players of Assiduous Esports. And Sonam, he might just peek in any single moment and might get taken down. But no, the push comes in. And Sonam, being that perfect support fire out there, taking down Khan, now has opened up a lot of avenues for the players to push in. Now we'll just have to see if this fight really breaks out.
If this actually breaks out, ASE is moving forward, but with the situations, you can see 247's players, they are looking good. But no. Stalwart comes in as well. Stalwart wants to chime in. Might be a bad decision. Might be a terrible decision as one player goes down and Malik is surviving. Malik is trying to take players down, but no, Baba also goes down. It's just one player. Malik surviving solely out in this area, but for how long can he survive? And what's going to happen as 247's also out there onto that area, as you guys can see, not for long, as Stalwart bites the dust on 7th position. 247 Rahman has had incredible kills for himself as well. But ASE's Hanal takes down Kashuv, and that is how the story ended. ASE also got their kills.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, T2K, they still have also managed to survive, and they are doing really well in terms of survival. They've gotten 7 kills out of this one. They have been very aggressive in the final match. They want to finish at least say around 14 to 15 kills. Well, Gaming will use that canted side, and Rahman will finish off Sonam, and with that goes down Assiduous Esports. 5 squads, just 5 squads remain. But Zod getting that knock onto its gear, can he confirm that? But no, Entry has instantly gone in for that revive, and now another squad goes out of the equation. PAINxELMT also being taken down. We're down to our last 4 teams. Which team will be the one team that's take the chicken dinner in the final game of Vikendi?
Plus, look at the number of players, 15. It means 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus someone with 3. But still, not all hope is lost, because they will be 3 men strong. T2K is trying to go for it. They have 7 kills for themselves. Zod, look at this. The guy has none, but will be opening up for sure. As of now, no one is inside the circle, as you guys can see, but then they'll have to move in. And I would say 247 might be the first team to get inside the zone, as their rotation is looking really good. ASL will also have to look for it, because Abrupt Slayers, they have been an impressive team when we talk about numbers, when we talk about the games that they have played previously as well. And as of now, INES. So it's like different regions with all their final teams surviving up. So we'll have to see which region, just comes up on top in this particular game.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is the perfect kind of a circle that I really wanted. It's completely open. You do not have any cover. Well, 247 do have one. Well, Abrupt Slayers, they're taking a lot of damage and playing safe so much that they haven't managed to get a lot of kills, perhaps. But we'll have to see how they recover. But, well, Chari, he's also fallen down. And Abrupt Slayers, how are they going to get inside the circle with so many squads having their eyes set up on them? But Rahman, he's taking down Frankie, will want to get that confirmation. Nobita is going to come in for that revive. But Joker taking down Raza. Tia falls down from Nova. Kills going happening left, right, and center. And now, within a few seconds, we'll be reduced down to 3 teams. Which is that team going out first? We'll just get to know in a bit of a second.
We will get to know as the players are falling down. Khan goes down with the blast. I mean, that is surely looking bad for him. But Entry, no, you have to be in an adequate cover, because he's getting shot from 2 directions. And now this is ASL Nova X who gets Entry down. But, well, look at this. Yashiro, he's outside the circle. Has 2 first aids. Now has 1. Can he just take his team forward? That is the answer that we're going to find out after this first aid pops up, because he has none after this. Has to move or has to take 1 down. His health is going low, because the circle's damage is out there. Circle, being the MVP out in the situation, takes him down. Play zone ends. INES. We are down to 3 teams. 247, as we can see, T2K and ASL.
Well, so much has been committed by 247. Now the circle again favoring nobody, no cover at all. It's just 2-2. Oh my goodness, 2 players just burst out by Nobita. I mean, he must be having that smirk on his face. Venom taking down Raza as well. Team trained to kill. They are certainly getting so much done over here, as we finally have a Mexican standoff for you, ladies and gentlemen. But Abrupt Slayers, they are smiling on the sidelines, because no one really cares where they are. Now this gives them a perfect opportunity to kind of get inside the zone, but how are they going to do with Venom having his eye set on them?
But Joker takes down Raza in the situation now. It's Rahman, the lone survivor from 247. How much can he do as Venom is trying to spot both the sides, as he knows that both the areas are going to be amazing for him to get the kills. And Nobita moving forward, the guy who took people by the vehicles is going to be doing something. 3 teams surviving. NoX again trying to do some damage on the other side because ASL also needs to get inside the circle. And 2 players of Abrupt Slayers, Joker and NoX, they need to get kills for themselves. What's going to happen as they are spraying randomly inside that smoke where Rahman is? But this kind of might give the time for the other team, that's C2K, to get the kills of ASL as the situations arise, as the things actually become a bit out of hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Things are completely going bonkers. And well, Nova was actually searching for those grenades. And yes, he's managed to find those smoke grenades. This might just give him the entry. He needs to get to that rock to be safe right now. Venom taking down Joker over here. Nova, oh my goodness, he is in so much trouble. Can he find that one knock onto its Nobita? Yes, he's struggling. But well, Nobita does manage to take him down. And that was Venom getting that final kill. And Abrupt Slayers take an exit in the 3rd position, having 4 kills. But Rahman goes down. And there you go, the winners over here of the final Vikendi match. Team Train to Kill.
That was pretty impressive the way they did it. I mean, they had maximum of people surviving, right? Obviously, previously 247 had, but then their players went down all thanks to, Nobita in that situation. The vehicle blast that happened.
Yes, that was the game changer.
It was a game changer for 247. Plus, they had to get inside the circle. That was tricky for all the 3 teams. Yeah. But then T2K was like, let's just take people down when they are trying to get inside the circle. And that's where they took all the last 3 players. 2 from one team, 1 from one team. And that's where I would say T2K, outshined with everything.
Yeah, absolutely. T2K, what an amazing play. Utilizing that high ground advantage for themselves, getting that chicken dinner, every single player chiming in. I believe they've racked up a lot of kills. But right now, let's take a look at the MVP of the final game that we have had. And well, Nobita, 6 kills, 676 damage, and 200 damage right from where he got the 2 kills from 247.
4.91 kilometers of distance covered, 676. All right, that's a good number, and 29 minutes and 15 seconds of survival time.
It's Vikendi, man.
I mean, yeah, obviously it is Vikendi, so it just comes up if we talk about it. But still, I mean, with the way this team has played, with the way this player has played, I mean, he has 6 kills.
Yeah.
26 square damage, 676.26 square, so that's one thing.
Please don't do that.
That's maths. That's quick maths.
I don't need your
That's how you learn while playing video games.
No, I do not want to learn this way, Ocean. I just want to take a look at the top players right now in this particular match. And Nobita being on top, of course, that was obvious. But Gayalzin, despite the fact that he got taken down, but he did bow out really strong and mighty. 6 kills for this lad, 649 damage. He did so much, taking down the whole squad of Team 7C, I believe.
Yeah, actually, and T2K is at the ending. As you can see, Venom out there on the 5th number. 4 kills for himself.
10 kills from them only.
Yeah, exactly. 10 kills from these 2 guys. 247 Rahman as well has done impressive. An entry from INES. He actually did something out of the world as we are talking. 2 assists from Nobita's side, 3 from Venom's side. So this team has actually played on assists as well. So that means, this is where calls come up. If I see someone, I'll say while shooting that a person is on the north and everyone is also helping me. So that's where it comes up. Plus, I want to see what the smokes and nades tell in this one.
Well, certainly, and it's 144. Okay, that's a decent number provided because we did not have enough teams in the final circle, right?
Yeah.
All the teams were just going after each other. A lot of smokes were actually there inside those compounds while the fights were going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
Out of which 60 were converted, so a lot of final confirmations that we got to see.
12 square is 144. And that's how good maths is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we talk about. 1 airdrop was looted. Alright, that comes up. But well, 59 knocks and 60 kill confirmations. It's like on-point kill confirmations, right? We are getting maximum number of kills being confirmed out here because that is important for the players to go for the numbers. Because this kind of shows where the teams are going with the new point system. Because kills are... I get it. Even previously, kills were a priority, but now kills are a much bigger priority if you talk about any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 5 grenade kills, I also love that. Sometimes we, when we get the match summary, I was talking to our developers. There's one thing that we have to point out because those kills which come from grenades are not from the knocks. those final
Yeah,
confirmations
they are the final
which come from
confirmations,
the
yeah.
grenades, those are counted as those grenade kills. So we might have even more, but we can also have, you know, less. So it goes either ways. But right now, let's take a look at the kill leaders. I want to see which was that one player who was on the top. And, well, no one other than Rahman.
Oh, 34 for this guy, 6,307.
It's preposterous.
This guy is incredible. I mean, he has seen best of both worlds. He has been in MENA as well.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Plus, I talked to this guy as well. This guy has had that competition. I asked him, like, let's talk about other players as well. But while talking about him, I asked him. So this guy is a three-finger player. I asked him, do you think that matters? He's like,
yes, it does.
He said, since the game started, I've been playing three-finger. People ask me to play four-finger or five-finger, but that's not my comfort zone. My mental stability is on three fingers, and when I play, I feel really comfortable while taking out or not. So he's like, no, it doesn't matter if you're a claw player or a thumb player or something. All that matters is your mentality, and this person's mentality is pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as long as you're taking frags, I do not care if you're playing with your foot on also. You know, have 10 fingers, 20. Does not really matter. It's all about getting those skills, and whatever you're comfortable at, that's enough for you. And well, now let's take a look at the grenade killers out there. And Team Train to Kill finally coming out on top. 10 grenade kills. They've been doing it right. On the second position, we have Team DRS. Third is CZxHIGHVOLTAGE, and this is one of the squads that's looking really promising. And 247 Gaming. We can never rule these lads out. 7 kills for them. And Deadeyes, guys. We have some good news for them when the overall standings do come up.
Yeah, that's totally true. I mean, right now they're on 5th with the grenade kills, but the overalls is where they will be shining out with everything and anything. We talk about, you know, just the calculations and all those, because they had a number, a benchmark that was difficult for other teams to, you know, just go to and grab. I mean, you could have grabbed it, but you could never just take them down, and that's where it just comes out.
Drum rolls, Ocean, drum rolls, because make that sound.
Not
this. Now let's just take a look at the overall standing, and let's see who are your champions of the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asian Scrims Season 3. We'll be definitely starting from the last. And well, PN crew did not have a good time this time, and I just hope AppSec, you know, kind of comes in during the real league starts and showcases the real talent that they hold.
Totally. As you can see, from 28 to 11, the names are PN Crew, R3D Esports, PAINxELMT, INES, SCYTES, FutureStation, Assiduous Esports, CZxHIGHVOLTAGE, VTNxJyanMaara, ElementriX, ending up on 11th. But as we move forward, we know it. You know it. Spam it up in the chats as Deadeyes guys actually win this PMPL Scrims Season 3 for South Asia. The closest to them were Abrupt Slayers with 164 points on the board. 3 chicken dinners. Again, the curse of 3 chicken dinners coming up out here. But well, Abrupt Slayers did incredible. Deadeyes guys did incredible. Venom Legends did incredible. 247 did incredible. DRS Gaming did incredible, because these teams have showcased an incredible feat of strength.
3 points shy of $500. That's gonna hurt them. You know, talk about the kills. They've got a lot of numbers coming in, and they were the third highest. Obviously, Deadeye guys, they're on top.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at CZxHIGHVOLTAGE. They have been explosive, and I would love it because, you know, they went in the right mentality with the kind of start they had in the first day and the way they have recovered. Had they had a good first day, I think we could have seen them in the top 3.
Exactly. I mean, that's where it all comes up. So now with the new point system, you cannot be just, you know, you cannot just think like my one day was good. That means every day will look good. A good example is DRS Gaming. They have had back-to-back chicken dinners. Not back-to-back, but still, like, you know, back-to-back days. One day they had one chicken, the other day they had another. So it's like they had 3 chicken dinners in total.
Yeah.
But when you fall down, the new point system gives other teams a chance to just grab your tail and just climb up and just get to that point, and that's what other teams did.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you know, there was a phase, there was a dip where DRS took, and that is where the teams capitalized. But I really feel bad about the players of Team 247, man. Just 3 points shy. Had they, you know, even equalized the scores, they on terms of kill points, they could have taken those third position. $500 would have come in. But it's all right. It's all right, Ocean, because the real league is about to start. And from what I've seen so far in these 4 days, I mean, we are in for quite some explosive action.
Yeah, I mean, I have talked to these players. I have been talking to each and every one of them. You can ask them on their socials as well. You can ask us on our socials as well if we'll be talking about it. But man, these teams have been amazing. I just want to wait for the real... I cannot. I just want to watch the real show, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's not quite far away. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, now we have finally approached the end of the scrims this time around, and it was a pleasure casting this one out. We're certainly missing out on Johnny, but he would have loved being here as well. Let's just pretend that Johnny was over here, and I hope you kind of liked our casting, and if you did, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram handles. And with that, we'll bid you goodbye. We'll say you goodbye. Stay awesome and stay amazing.